Boom, baby. We are live. We are going to do the Fresh and Fit companion broadcast right now. We're going to do some commentary on the show live here. They literally have just gone live. I'll be doing coverage for the entire episode. But don't forget, there is still time. Listen, the Masculine Empowerment Network right now is live and ready for you to sign up. You need to go to masculineempowermentnetwork.com, click on this, click here to enroll button, and you're locked and loaded. When you sign up live on the chat here, I will shout you out. Live on the show, I will shout you out. Let me know, like, hey, I'm in the chat. I just signed up. Hey, when you're watching the show, just sign up. I will shout you out, and we'll get you on board. And hell, who knows? Maybe I'll just show a bonus module today on today's episode. But it's gonna be secret. It's gonna be secret reveal. A lot's going on today. We've got so much stream happening, and yeah, fuck it. Let's just pop right into it. They're right here. So let's just see what's going on with this motley crew of people. Let me know if there's a double echo. It should be okay.
Yeah. She's
Off
like,
of us for free.
it's true. She's like, you don't know who I am. I'm like, I don't care. That is true. So
Okay,
right,
cool. So, ladies, actually, no, hold on. Before we even get there, let's do the guest first.
You want to do the guest
Guest of honor.
Cool.
So we have who are you people, by the way?
you gotta go first, Blue Pill.
No, you can go first.
Hearing the same bot takes on YouTube and Twitch, not being able to say the words that we really want to say, not being able to talk about the opinions that we really want to talk about. All of that is on Rumble, and we're taking over, man. That's the random dude. You can't put my name in the title or else you get demonetized because Big Tech is censoring all of us. The Matrix is attacking in real time. So come over to Rumble before they delete you and delete the rest of these people who are actually speaking something of value.
Yeah, free tape. Don't be Cinco. And there we go.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Destiny for slightly more sane political takes. I'm on YouTube. I talk politics, philosophy. We talk about the Matrix and how we all live in it and thrive in it and benefit from it and the ways that we critique it without trying to burn the entire house down. So
Red pill versus blue pill.
By the way, I don't know what is different about you, but something's different about you, bro. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out.
I've been working out a little.
Thank you. That must be it, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Okay, ladies, give us your name, your age, what you do for a living, dating status, and if you want to, of course,
Your body count.
and we'll start
Body count.
right here. So name, age, what you do for a living,
Body
dating
count
status.
500.
Name, age, and what?
Dating status, education
Oh, okay.
level.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, this bitch on drugs?
My name is Jenny. I'm 34 years old.
34?
And I'm single.
Dude.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
Single and fucked up.
Single. It's for the last like 3 or 4 years.
No,
I need a few more shots. I need to catch up. All right? I didn't realize we were pre-gaming tonight.
Jesus Christ.
Why? Why'd you have to go there?
What do you do for work? What do you do for work?
OnlyFans right now.
Ooh.
Are you serious? Yeah. I'm a strip club, but right now OnlyFans mainly.
Damn,
Cool.
she's
And,
a drugged up stripper. She looks like the fucking Joker. That's so sad, bro.
7 credits away from my master's in professional counseling psychology at
Go,
Florida
girl.
International University in Miami.
Nice.
Jesus.
That's awesome.
This stripper OnlyFan bitch is gonna be a mental health counselor. They're just giving these degrees out like fucking hotcakes.
What do you have your bachelor's degree in?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Bachelor, my master.
No,
that's-
you said you're working
Mm.
towards your master's, which means you have a bachelor's, correct?
Yeah.
So what's your bachelor's in?
Psychology.
All right, cool. And is that from FIU as well?
No, that's from University of Central Florida. I
This is
did
real
it
life?
online.
Okay.
Yeah, I traveled.
Fair enough.
Wait,
Florida.
Chris, what the fuck, man?
Seriously?
She wasn't like this.
Man.
Yikes.
Wait, bro. Where you from?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's
Me?
up?
I was born in Hialeah and raised in Kendall.
Damn,
And
bro,
it's
this
like-
bitch is like me in the multiverse. I was born in Hialeah. I have my psych degree from UCF, and yikes, bro. Yikes. There's a lovely set of titties behind Chris, though. This bitch is all fucked up on drugs and like, listen to her. She wants to be a mental health counselor. This is dude, and she's gonna sit there and lecture some dude and I'm like, well, you're having internalized misogyny and you should let your wife go fuck Tyrone next door. Yikes. This girl's got a nice outfit.
Your parents must be really nice. Your parents must be really, really nice.
I'm just trying to make money, trying to live in Miami, trying to do what I need to do.
What?
That's what I'm
Happy
doing.
New Year's, man. Happy New Year's, bro.
Thank you.
Wow.
You. Happy New Year's to you.
Okay.
too.
All
right.
Happiness to
Moving on right now.
All right.
Okay, what about you?
All right. What
Fentanyl?
about you? What's your name?
My name's Nika.
All right, nobody cares about this chick. Guys, 30 seconds on the clock. Chat, what kind of drugs is this bitch on right here? Put it in the chat. Let's take a look here. Let's start the show off right. What kind of drugs is this chick on? Look at her. She's going to vomit. These tits are great. They're a little droopy, but they're great. But anyways, let's go back. Like, what is wrong with this chick? Somebody says here, Deb C, she's definitely on fentanyl. Okay. Righteous Mind Company says bath salts. She's on bath salts. All right. Molly, fentanyl or E. Dre Season says all of them. I gotta say, man, what a fucking she's gonna get thrown out by the end of the show for sure. Cause holy shit, that is just sad. That's actually just sad. 34-year-old stripper, OnlyFans lady trying to become a mental health counselor. Like, talk about your cards played wrong.
Dropped out of college.
Okay, and what do you do for
Here.
work?
She's falling asleep.
And I have my business on the side.
Representative
My hair
of what?
Like a customer service representative, like
Okay.
a telemarketer.
Okay.
And then I have my hair business.
Okay. Customer service, and you do hair on the side.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Sorry, I'm making a choice, man. You have to get off the panel, man, because I don't know what the fuck.
Nah,
you're doing.
nah, nah, Chris. No, you can't do that, bro.
No, she's
No,
sleeping.
Chris. No, Chris.
She is sleeping.
No,
She's-
Chris.
You sure you
Chris.
wanna?
Chris,
All right,
this
Fresh.
is your fault, bro. I don't want to know why you put him next to me all the time. That's messed up.
Fresh.
We gonna let right now, nigga. This is on you. Hey, hold on. Go ahead.
Chris
Fresh.
retarded, bro.
No, Fresh. When she walked in, she was fine. She took something on the
no.
way from the bathroom.
She's fine, all right. She's fine, all right. On the panel. All right. Go ahead.
Fine. Should be
Go ahead.
good.
All right. What about you? What's your name?
Chris is right, dude. That chick's gonna like vomit or fall asleep.
Meanie.
bro.
Chris, man. Chris. All right. What about you? What's your name?
Oh,
My name is Tony, and I'm 22 years old.
Okay. Where are you originally from?
I'm born and raised in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I just moved here 3 months ago.
Red flag.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm in law school right now.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, you don't have to drop where you go to law school. Where do you have your bachelor's degree in?
I have my bachelor's in criminal justice.
Where'd you get that from?
UNR, University of Nevada, Reno.
Okay. Are you working right now or full-time student?
Full-time student.
Okay. And then relationship status?
I am single.
Single. All right, cool.
Single
Nice.
AF or just single?
AF.
So I'm assuming you go to law school somewhere here in Miami.
Yeah,
Okay.
I moved here for law school.
Okay. Cool. What about you? Your name?
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm Kilo.
Kilo?
And Kilo.
Okay. All right.
I'm 21. I'm originally from Maryland, but
Red flag.
I've red flag my ass.
What part of Maryland you from?
Waldorf.
Okay.
Dundledorf.
All right. So,
Anyways,
what do you do for work?
so I'm a full-time traveling model, but I do OnlyFans on the side.
bruh.
So I think what you mean to say is that you do full-time, you do
Full-time
OnlyFans, and then you travel and model on the side.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. Actually, I kind of do OnlyFans. I'm slacking a little bit on it.
Okay. All right. So OnlyFans and a model. All right. And then where you let's see, your highest education level completed?
High school. I have not done college.
Okay. Relationship status?
I'm in a committed relationship.
All right, cool.
Nice.
How long y'all been together?
We have been together for probably about 6 months now, and we dated a year ago also.
Okay. How'd you guys meet?
We worked together actually. I worked at a bar that I danced on top of. I worked at Coyote Italy.
Haram.
Okay.
So if you've seen the movie, you know what it's about. But
Okay.
we
Haram!
danced on the bar.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
What about you?
Hi, I'm Nimi.
Wait, Amy?
Natalie.
Oh, Natalie. Okay.
Natalie.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Wait,
Okay.
30?
Bruh.
Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
Cartagena, Colombia.
Okay. Where'd you go to high school?
Burbank, California.
Okay. So I'll consider you from California. All right. What do you do for work?
I'm a bartender.
Okay. Here in Miami somewhere, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Red
Okay.
flag.
Highest education level completed?
High school.
Okay. Relationship status?
Single.
Okay. Didn't even let me finish. You already knew what time
Body
it was.
count, right?
Yeah, go. Sure, if you want to
Less
drop
than
it.
10. Less than 10. Yes.
At 30 years old?
Yes.
Stop the cap.
I was in a relationship for a really long time, so
Okay, that makes sense.
How long were you
Liar.
together?
I was just kidding.
long time.
Liar.
Over
How-
10 years.
Over 10 years?
Yeah.
Who broke off the relationship?
It was a mutual hurting cycle.
Translation, he broke it up. Okay.
No, it was definitely both of us hurting cycle. It was a mutual thing.
I mean, realistically speaking, someone has to initiate the breakup more than the other. And
Right.
what I've come to realize, maybe
It
this-
was a mutual thing. I promise.
And
you.
it's
When you
all
said
about
cycle, it sounds
mutual?
like a yo-yo thing
What
where you
that
break
means.
up, get back together, break up, get back together.
It really is the yo-yo thing.
There you
If
go.
you really knew
Okay,
how much
so-
of a yo-yo thing it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
It really
So you broke up with him once and he broke up with you once.
it was multiple times.
Okay. Who did the last breakup?
Me.
Okay, you did it. All right.
Yeah.
Now I got a question for you.
I fucked up. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, what did you do wrong in the relationship, or what did he do wrong?
We both did wrong, but
Okay, you
I
cheated?
did a little bit more, and
What'd you
I'm
do?
woman enough to admit that.
What'd you do?
I'm a fucking asshole.
Can
And
you
I talk a
describe?
lot of shit.
Can you describe what being an asshole entails?
Talking a lot of shit and being a fucking asshole.
What did you say?
Horrible shit.
Like what? What'd you say?
I don't know.
I
A
guess
lot
she's
of
not
shit.
woman enough to tell us. All right.
No, I am woman enough.
So,
but,
So what'd you
I'm
say?
curious.
that I wanted to break things off and that I could do better, but
Put under the cap.
maybe I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I think women always think they can do better, and now she's on 30 years old, bartender, fresh and fit at midnight. Yeah, okay, you're solidly great life choices there.
Cool.
Thanks,
So,
bro.
and then what did he do wrong in the relationship? So you're saying you just talked a lot of
Okay,
shit.
so
What did he do wrong?
I tried to be everything that I could for him.
Stop the cap.
The question
No,
is, what did he
okay.
do wrong, not what did you do right?
uh
So you already said what you
okay,
did
so
wrong.
he
You
did-
insulted him, and then what
he
did he do
was-
wrong?
he was exploring his options and I wasn't like I couldn't take it. You
Okay.
know,
All right. So he was having girls on the side, and you didn't like that.
But by him keeping her around, he valued her above those hoes, but she couldn't tolerate it. She wanted more than she could bargain for, and she ended up losing him, and now she's on the streets where she belongs.
She belongs to the streets.
Okay, so I came from a very
Broken home.
poor
right.
lifestyle. So
That's fine.
for me,
I'm just asking
for
if he
me,
had money
yeah,
and he
of
was an
course,
attractive guy.
He's gorgeous.
Okay.
He's fucking beautiful.
Okay. So
He's a
you,
beautiful man.
and you think he was did you expect him to have sex with only you for the rest of his life?
Fuck no.
Okay. All right, then. So why,
I knew what's up
So-
from the beginning.
so why couldn't you accept it?
Because I have an ego and I'm dumb. Duh.
All right. I'll take that. So you thought you were special. Cool.
I did think I was special.
Now
but,
that you're a little bit older, do you realize that women aren't that special?
I wouldn't say that women aren't that special. It's
Misogyny.
just that okay, it depends on the man that you're talking to and the man that you're giving your time to and
No,
What does that have
bitch.
to do with the question
No,
about special?
bitch.
because you could be special to one person and not to another. You know what I mean?
I see what you're
It all
saying.
depends on how that person views you and how that person chooses to view you because it's a choice. It's not like just a chance. It's a choice that you make every day.
All right. What about you? What's your name?
Welcome
Hi.
back.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm Nani.
That's a big bitch.
Nani?
Not Nani?
Yeah, I know, right?
How old are you?
I'm 22.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
Hi.
That kid will fucking shit. She will shit out linebacker children. She is fucking looks like she's Warren Sapp's daughter.
Relationship status.
Mhm.
I'm in a relationship.
Okay. How long y'all been together?
I would say like 3 months now.
Okay.
This is a new guy?
You have accepted the truth.
John Pace, how do you get to the Telegram? You skipped the page that said don't skip this page because the Telegram login link is there. Send me an email right now, modernlifedating@gmail.com. I'll get you in the Telegram link, but I'm gonna have to hit you with one of these.
Uh-oh, retard alert.
You skipped the huge page that says don't skip this page with your Telegram login information. So send me an email right now, John. I'll reply to you while on the show.
Bury.
Okay.
Red flag.
That's
How long you been down here in Miami?
I'm not. I'm actually 2 hours from Miami. I stay in Port St. Lucie.
God
Okay.
damn.
All right.
Yeah.
Always
You can't far from far.
tweak it
Yeah.
like that.
And then, so is that where you? Okay, so that's where you stay now.
Mhm.
Relationship status?
I'm single.
Okay. And what do you do for it?
I'm a bottle girl
Okay.
at a strip club.
In Port St. Lucie?
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Wow.
go. Go ahead. Yeah.
That's the biggest red flag
That's
possible.
crazy.
Do you wear a vest when you go to work?
Huge.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. And then, what's your highest education level completed?
High school.
All right.
Retard alert.
Should we hit the chats or do you want to hit the question first? Chats first? Okay.
Yeah.
Unless Nico, Destiny, you guys had
I
something
have
you
a
want to kick
question.
it off.
Do you feel comfortable with Myron's hat? Or you feel like you got?
No, I'm okay. You're the one that gets triggered more than anybody here, right?
No, you're not alone anymore.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I have a quick question for the panel. Does everyone here know who Andrew Tate is? Just raise your hand if you do. If you know who Andrew Tate is.
Who?
He was in the news recently for like being like detained.
Shut up and take my
Okay,
money.
one-
Oh, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate, yeah.
It took me a minute.
Oh shoot!
So
It's
two
the
people
bald
don't
guy,
know.
right?
Sorry, three people don't know. Okay, cool. All right, that's fine.
Thank you very much, Lord Ben.
you awake?
Super chat. Thank
Yeah,
you.
No, no.
You're talking to me, right?
Yes.
You were dreaming. It wasn't us.
Do you know who Andrew Tate is?
Yeah, I just don't know much about
What do you know about him?
him. Just not much.
This is gonna be a long night.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the chat, bro. Okay. Okay.
Chris might be right. If she stays much longer, we might be sharing a cell with Andrew tonight. I'm not sure.
Bruh.
Okay.
All right. Ladies, name 3 countries. We'll start here and then work our way back. Right here. Name 3 countries.
And it can't be the USA.
Can't be the United States.
And you can't repeat whatever it goes said before
Can
you.
we start here?
Jesus.
No.
Please, please.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Actually, you know what? We should give her a fighting chance.
Oh, no.
We should. We should.
What is
that's
it?
fine.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. So if you don't mind, name 3 countries
Outside of the
top of
US.
your head. 3 countries.
Me, outside the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Africa, Asia.
Okay. One more.
You got it, lady.
South America.
Yeah. W's in the chat.
Hey!
I'm really
She's a
proud.
scholar.
So American
so
education system.
Your final answer for 3 countries is for 3 countries: Africa, Asia, and South America.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about you?
Who's the president of Africa?
Barack Obama.
Salam Shalom.
Amen. Amen. What about the president of Asia?
This cannot
I'm
be
not
real life
sure.
right now.
All right, moving on. What about you? Can you name 3 countries?
I'm gonna say Europe.
Europe.
Okay.
Africa.
Okay.
Are these bitches really this dumb?
Dang.
You got 2 more.
Is this really fair? Aren't there only like 7 countries? 6 if you don't count?
Stop giving away hints.
2 more countries. You got this.
You're so mean.
Just one more. I'll give her
My
Africa.
black queen got this, man. You got this.
Stop.
The motherland of Africa.
Wakanda.
2 more countries, please.
Wakanda.
Holy shit. Yeah, bro.
Talokan.
I don't want to say it. I don't know.
Just say it. It's fine.
You got 2 more.
Nothing you say will
Just go
surprise
for
us.
it, girl.
Go for it.
Just
2
go
more.
for it.
Speak your truth.
Wakanda, Sokovia, and where does Dr. Doom live? Liechtenstein, Latvia, I think.
Oh, sorry.
All
right, you say
I
Europe,
just
2
don't
more.
wanna say the wrong thing. I mean,
Just give whatever's on your mind.
Just guess.
Go ahead. 2
Think
more.
about a vacation you want to go on.
I'm thinking about like right now. I got my mind like Paris. So like
Okay.
Paris.
Okay.
Europe,
is it?
Africa, and
Like,
Paris.
It's not. Come on now.
All right.
You can say that.
Europe, Africa. Okay, so we're 6 for
I know
6 right
Paris
now.
is not a country. Okay.
No, it is.
But,
It
like,
is. It is. The great nation of Paris. Okay.
Don't let her.
Next.
Wait. So what? So your final answer is Europe, Paris, and what?
United Kingdom. How about that?
Damn.
Okay. Okay.
All right. What about you? 3 countries, please.
Germany, Bulgaria, and Italy.
Jesus.
Okay.
I can keep going.
Okay.
No.
Stop it right there. Stop right there.
Yeah, we're trying to make it as easy as possible.
It's
What about you?
Baltimore. What about
All
you?
right. Canada, India, Russia. I don't fucking
Whoa.
know.
Okay, all right.
All right, bet.
WIQ.
Colombia, Argentina, Brazil.
Oh,
Why can't you say it all
Yeah.
spicy like that?
Yeah.
Fucking-
Because it was sexy.
Because that's my culture. I don't know what else to say. That's my culture.
You said Colombia, Argentina, and Brazil?
I'm pretty sure Brazil's not
Yeah.
your
Okay,
culture.
cool.
Yeah, for real.
Well, not culture, but it's like in this.
Shout out to John 999 Super John Adam Sosnick mentioned Money Muscles Game Frame again today in Valuetainment. You are mainstream, my man. I'm a non on here, but see you in men, Big G. You know what, baby? We're going to the top, baby. Money Muscles Game Frame. You know the name. It's me, MLD.
I don't know. I ain't been over there yet.
We can tell.
All right. What about you? 3 countries?
Man, y'all can skip me.
No, you got it. You got it.
You got it,
try at
man.
least.
You got it.
We believe in
You
you.
drove 2 hours. You can
Exactly.
exactly.
God damn.
I said Dubai, so come on now.
Shit.
Yeah.
Listen, you're single, right?
Yes.
He could be watching right now.
I don't mean nothing.
The love of your life.
Think about where you want him
she
to
already
take you.
said Italy though. That's
You got this. Think about your vacations when you travel with your babe.
Yeah, destination.
We all
spots.
going, man. Other than,
Grenada.
okay.
I would love to go to India, which I think
Someone said that, yeah.
Someone said
already.
that.
Fuck.
Got 2 more. You got this. Forget the Popeyes. Where else are you going?
God damn.
It's hard for you. There's only like 160 countries left. So.
I know, but
10 hours later. 2 days later.
3 hours.
stop. Y'all
later.
putting more pressure on me. Fuck y'all.
That's a good impression.
You want some help?
Yes.
There is no
How do you-
lifelines.
Bro, what the
Please,
heck?
2 more
You said
countries. bro.
Dubai. Don't get help from her. Just say a country, bro.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You don't want
2
to
more.
travel?
2 more, bro.
Nigeria. Yeah.
Well, someone already said Africa, so
That's
Wow.
not even a country.
no, Africa's the great country of
It's
Africa.
not
I
a
just want to
country.
say like
Don't lie to them.
Switzerland.
Okay.
Okay.
One more.
God damn.
Green.
One more.
Greenland.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up what you just did. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
This is a W show, by the way.
Clip that chat.
Yeah, this is incredible. Paris not a country. South America is a continent. Asia is a continent, and Africa is a continent. So nice job, ladies. But okay. And then
And
Dubai
Dubai
is a city.
And yeah, United
And
Emirates.
the United Emirates. But
Okay.
all right. Would you rather have a man who provides everything for you but cheats, or a man who barely provides but is loyal?
Dreamer.
That's a good question. We'll start here. So would you prefer a guy that provides everything for you but fucks some chicks on the side, or he's loyal but he doesn't provide you anything? He's broke.
Loyal.
So you'll take the broke loyal guy.
Yes.
Okay. What about you?
I'll take the guy that cheats.
Okay.
W.
What about you?
I'll take the fucking cheater. They're all cheaters, anyways.
W.
Broke
Fuck it.
loyal.
She don't have a choice. She's 30, bro.
Oh,
All
no.
right, go ahead. What about you?
Broken loyal because I make my own motherfucking money. I don't give a fuck.
You're slacking on your own
Damn.
OnlyFans, and you're gonna provide. You can't even do OnlyFans properly. No, genuinely, like I hear that a lot from OnlyFans girls. You act like it's hard work. It's taking pictures once in a while and posting it online. It's very easy, and then all the time, I'm slacking. I'm like,
Hold on. You gonna take that? Wait, you gonna take that
Hell
from him?
no. Fucking, I make my own money. I do mostly photo shoots and shit. I do OnlyFans on the side for
Tell
extra
'em.
money and shit.
Yeah.
I love what I do. I'm happy with what I do, and I make
Liar.
more than enough money to
Go,
provide
queen.
for what I
Liar.
do.
Go,
Okay.
Queen. That's true, but like,
now,
hold
realistically, if
on,
you
hold on.
model it, you age out eventually, and you're not gonna be. If that's your main source of revenue, then how are you gonna start a family when after like 28 women don't make any money in modeling?
Eventually, I'm gonna start my own business and figure out what the fuck I want to do with then. But right now, I've got my own shit going. I'm happy with what I do. I get to go
Bald fade. What does that
literally
mean?
look hot and fucking take pictures all day and make my money.
Let me ask you a question. So you work hard, you make this money. Would you be okay with supporting a man financially?
Hold on.
Yeah. I mean,
Pearl mentioned Money Muscles Game Frame and Jedediah show today without context, guaranteed to know who you are. Yeah. Can you send me the clip on Instagram? Hot Dude Life is my Instagram. Send me that clip. Let me see that shit. These motherfuckers, they're gonna know my name. I want you all see. Everybody's gonna see. I'm cooking up something big on my big tour.
me financially, like
Every
that.
time.
Congratulations for contradicting yourself. So
No.
Well, the original question is, do you want a guy that'll provide for you?
yeah,
Versus
or
like,
cheat on you, or a guy that's broken loyal.
yeah.
and
But
she
if she's
said,
looking
"I'll
for
take the guy that's
equal, but the
broken
first
loyal."
one you're making it sound like she could be like a stay-at-home mom, right? Which it sounds like she doesn't want to be.
No, because I said broken loyal, which means she would have to support him, and she's
Yeah,
saying she would
I'm
do that.
working
And
on
now she's
something.
contradicting herself,
You
saying,
guys wanna
"Oh
see
no,
the-
he's got."
Do you guys want to see the first draft? Do you want to see the first draft of what I'm doing for Money Muscles Game Frame? Since it's only a few of us here. You guys are the OGs. You the elites, right? So I'll just play a few here. You want to see? Check this out. This is an MLD exclusive for you guys. There's only 77 people watching right now. Look at this. I'll show you. I'm cooking up something pretty big. Oh wait, I think I don't need to do this. Here we go. Check it out.
Muscles. Yeah.
It's not finalized yet. We're gonna edit. That's the first draft, but we're cooking up something big over here, boys. Don't you fucking worry. Don't you worry. You're gonna see very, very quickly. You're gonna see. Let's go back to this.
Like life isn't worth it if you're not enjoying who you're with and everything.
Yeah.
Loving someone means a
Yeah.
lot, I guess. I don't
I'm
know.
scared for this next generation, bro.
Me too.
I'm scared.
No, and I'm living in it.
I can hear the same go. Okay. Who do you think loves for real, men or women? If we had to pick one of the two, who loves harder, more unconditionally, closer? Because unconditional love isn't real, but who's the closest to it? Would you say men or women? And we'll start. I regret doing this, but we'll start here.
Okay, so what's the question?
The question is, stupid. Who is closer to unconditional love, men or women?
To unconditional love?
Yeah.
Closest to it. It's not unconditional love isn't real, but who's the closest
I
to
feel
it?
like it's
Birds?
women, honestly.
Okay.
Although it's starting, I feel like to change as the years go on and the decades and all that. But I hear that's
Okay.
a while
Okay.
from now.
What about you?
That's a little picky. I'm gonna say like men.
What makes you say men?
Like men are like more protective. Like women can nurture, but men are like more protective of like.
So you think that means they love more? They love harder?
I don't know.
If I'm about to, yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I'm gonna say women because I think
because I'm fucking
you know
moron.
it's really easy to get women to be ride or dies. You know what I mean? I think it's really easy.
You
to
think
get,
so? Shut
I think
up,
so. I think
bitch.
it's easy to get women to fall really hard and
Okay.
pretty easily. And
Let me ask you a question. Who has more conditions to love the opposite gender, men or women? Who has more requirements?
Shut up, bitch.
I mean, again, that's like a black and white question. I really think it's both. I think women have a lot
you
of
think-
expectations for men, and I think men have a lot of expectations when they pick a woman.
Do you think men in general
Absolutely.
have the same amount of expectations as women have of men? Realistically speaking?
I mean, yeah. No,
What she's saying is once she's in love, then she's pretty unconditional. But for her to get to that stage of love, it's pretty hard for most women.
no.
But even for wifing up, you think that they're as picky as women are?
Oh yeah.
Send it to me, Orion. Send it. I don't have Instagram, but I'll clip it right now. Send it. Post it right now. Post it.
Nails, hair, makeup.
Interesting. Okay. What about you?
Oh, we're skipping the guys on this one?
No, you guys will come last. I just don't want you guys to influence the girls.
Gotcha.
Go
I
ahead.
think women 100%.
Why do you say that?
Shut up, bitch.
Sorry.
Why do you say that?
I think women are 100% because
Shut up, bitch.
women express their emotions more. I feel like
wow.
I don't know.
Thank you for expressing your emotions.
How do I
Now I
explain
know.
this?
With words.
I'm trying. So women like I'm thinking.
Fantastic.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
So pretty much I think women feel things more than men, I guess, or are more comfortable sharing things more than men. And I also think it depends on what stage of life you're in, how old you're in, how you think about things as well. So there's a lot of factors that come into it in my perspective.
Okay. So because women are more emotional, you think they are closer to loving unconditionally than men are?
Mhm.
All right. What about you, Ms. Columbia?
Shut up, bitch.
I think it's men who
Why?
love more unconditionally.
What makes you say that?
Because women are so beautiful and when a man falls in love, he falls in love. And
Because you think women, you think the reason why men love harder is because of women's beauty?
definitely.
Okay.
And
What about you?
Shut up, bitch.
Unconditionally.
Well, closer to unconditionally, because let's be honest, love is never unconditional.
Right. I'm gonna go with the men.
Why?
She's smart. She's huge.
Men put up like with a lot of shit. So men put up with nagging,
She's not dressed like a dirty hoe either, if you notice that.
cleanliness.
I bet you her father's in her life.
That men put up with. So they just be like, I'll stick with it one day, or you know, find something else.
All right. What about you?
I feel like women because we're just naturally more emotional.
Okay.
I feel like so we just love harder.
Okay.
So,
All right. I'll turn it to the guys.
Yeah, being emotional does not equate to love. Women wait at the finish line. They don't want to be running the race with the
Good
man.
job,
They just
Sneeko.
kind of reap the.
We're cutting this boy's teeth pretty well. He was little like middle of the line, kind of like doing some weird shit. Like, he was red pilling in his own way. But meeting Tate, meeting Myron, meeting Fresh, cutting this kid's teeth really well. This guy's going to be like the future, man. I look forward to meeting this kid in Miami. I really want to sit down and have a talk with him. I would be so happy. I'm looking forward to it. He's going to be at the party for sure. So I'm going to hunt him down.
But I'm not going to abandon my girl. Like, that's my girl. We're possessive about our love. You're more emotional because that's just your genetic makeup. It doesn't mean that you fall in love more.
Destiny?
I feel like women love more. I think on average, I think women are more emotionally mature. And I think that love outside of like the fairy tale bullshit requires a lot of actual like emotional upkeep, a lot of emotional labor. I think a lot of guys can't put that in. I don't think feeling possessive or jealous is love. Just because you get like really ass mad if your woman does something, or if you get like really jealous or possessive of a woman doesn't mean you love her more. So I think women in general are willing to put more emotional work in relationships. So I'd say they love more.
Would you also say
what a fucking oh wait, we're not on Rumble.
And men break up with women? What do you think?
Break up with? I don't know.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Well, I mean, this is why I like having Destiny on. I disagree with Destiny. I think men love far more than women do, and I think men are closer to loving idealistically because men love women under far less conditions than women love men.
That sounds like the opposite of love to me.
Well,
if you love under far less conditions, that sounds like desperation. I don't want somebody that loves me for like one or two reasons or whatever, right? I want them to be a lot of reasons why they love me.
But what I'm saying is that for a man to love a woman, she does not have to jump through as many hoops and meet as many requirements as for a woman needs to love a man. So in other words, the guy's got to reach a certain level to even
the prerequisites are higher and far more for women than men.
And still get the garner the love from a man who is superior to her in every way, which, from a biological standpoint, that makes sense because men date down and women date up.
So we make the question genderless. Who loves more? Somebody with high standards or low standards? All else equal. Because that's what you're essentially saying. I would say the person with high standards loves more because you're being more selective of your partner. So of course you're going to love that partner more.
But it's 100% contingent upon the other party's ability to provide and perform is my point. Like a woman doesn't have a burden of performance to garner love from her man.
I mean, if you're telling guys to like look for a woman that's just young and can cook, then of course there's no burden of performance.
Yeah.
But again, like how much of love is that? Like, I love you so much. Like, why? Because I can cook and I'm young. Like, you can find a million girls that can cook and you're young. If you can get two reasons for it, then like, yeah,
that is true. But what I'm saying is that if you take a majority of men versus a majority of women, a majority of men would like a majority of women. However, a majority of women definitely don't like a majority of men.
Yeah, I agree. That's why I think women love more. Because when they pick somebody, they're selective about it. They put more time and energy into it, for sure. Whereas for a guy, the woman is a lot more replaceable. That's why even Sneeko over here was like, oh, you might step out and fuck another bitch or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, how much do you actually love your woman? You're willing to do something like that? Like,
that has nothing to do with how much you love the person.
It absolutely does.
No,
Why?
it doesn't.
Because it requires you to step out of your own selfish frame of reference to see how your partner feels about something. You only prioritize the things that you want in life. That says something about how you view love of another person.
It's not really prioritizing. It's just doing what you want to do.
Yeah, that's called being selfish. It's usually what you do when you don't love somebody.
So they can get what they want, but we can get what we want as well?
Depends on what you want. If you're dating a cannibal and they want to eat you, it's not like both of you have fair asks, right?
But what we ask for is so small, though, compared to what
to
they ask
fuck
for.
other women, to be disloyal, to maybe knock another woman up, to maybe step out of your girl and just start dating another. How is that a small ask?
Not only that, bringing something back home.
Yeah, what
like a
STDs
disease.
you
Like,
got?
we're in
Imagine you come home and
Miami.
you like, oh shit, I got another girl pregnant. Like you're in a whole
Everybody's got
fucking
some
world
shit.
of agony there.
Yeah.
See, the thing here is that, and the reason why I disagree, and I see where you're going with this, saying that women have far more requirements, therefore they love harder because those requirements are harder to find. What I'm saying is that by having more requirements, that makes it where their love is 100% contingent upon that man's performance. So it's fleeting because if that guy loses, right, what he had, that woman will leave. And I've always said it that, shout out to Rolo, I agree with him on this. Women love opportunistically while men tend to love idealistically.
I think you already said that.
Let me just finish real quick.
Go for it. Go ahead.
I think the fact that they love opportunistically proves there in itself that they don't love as hard as men do. They don't love idealistically. They love based on, I need this guy to perform something for me, then I can love him. Whereas a man is like, okay, these are my requirements. You're attractive. You can cook, just like we discussed before. That's good enough for me. And that guy will fall in love with her versus for her. It's like, you need to perform.
Sure. So for your question, you gave a good qualifier that now it seems like you're abandoning, which is you don't believe in unconditional love. Nobody loves unconditionally.
Yeah, there's always a condition.
Nobody loves. Okay, so if you're talking about like a man with very few requirements, and you're going to say like, well, if you're not meeting the performance like a man to a woman, then she's going to leave you. Well, that probably is the same thing is true for the man as well, right? Really. So you think the average man would stay with a woman if she got like battery acid attacked and lost both legs or something? There's not a condition.
Now you're good, making it the extreme.
Okay, so what would happen? So then what would happen? So then what would happen to a woman that you wouldn't be with her anymore? I guess if your standards are really low, then maybe you wouldn't care. But again, this isn't a man versus woman thing. This is high standards versus low standards. If your only standards are I need you to cook and I guess not cheat on me, then sure. I mean, you can find a lot of people that'll fit the bill.
And that's
but then
my point.
again, like if I and my partner are side by side and we're asked to describe why do we love each other, and I say, okay, I really love my partner because she cooks really well and she's never fucked another guy while we're dating. And it's like, okay. And then she says, oh, well, I love him because of this and that and that and that and that.
Yeah.
Well, who loves each other more? That just seems like a weird. It just seems like a weird thing to me. It's like, oh, well, I like her because of these two things that I can find literally every other woman on the planet.
Because it takes more things to activate her love. That's the biggest thing. Like for the guy, he has a few requirements. It takes more things for her to activate the love. And if one or more of those things are deactivated, the love is quickly deactivated compared to men. We're just like, we have two requirements. Don't do this. Don't do that. I'll love you. I'll take care of everything. But she is requiring far more of the man while objectively speaking, bringing far less relationship value to the table than the man.
Than women do.
Sure. Well, in that case, the closest to unconditional love would be people with like Down syndrome or something, right? You see somebody, you smile. If that's the ideal,
okay,
you want to act like a retard. I'd be like, oh yeah. I mean, these are you feed them, like they'll love you.
Find the one.
But let's be honest here. A lot of guys are retards when it comes to selecting women.
I agree.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, sure.
I would argue that women are far more selective than men and more intelligent when it comes to the mate selection process versus men are, quite frankly, a lot of the time stupid. They'll be with a girl that is using them, abusing them, treating them like shit, maybe yelling at them and telling them they're a loser, right? It's like someone here on the panel. Like guys will tolerate a lot more in a relationship than a woman will with a guy.
Yeah,
I've noticed. But
I'm just curious now for the panel, ladies. Yeah. What do you look for in a guy?
He just shut him down. He just shut him down right there.
Start.
No.
Please, no, please.
All right, we'll start here then. What do you look for in a guy? Your dream guy. You're hoping for to find
a pharmacist.
Yes.
Yeah.
That he's not narcissistic. And
okay.
I hate narcissistic.
Yeah.
Me too.
It blows me because you're supposed to grow up in Kendall and I grew up in Homestead. And it's just like, wow, that's what that came out like. So I'm appreciative of Homestead.
What the fuck?
Because that's what Kendall
Wait,
has
you
to
didn't finish
offer
that.
in a
What
woman.
do you look for in a guy?
Oh, what I look for in a guy?
Mhm.
Oh man, it's complicated.
Yeah.
I guess I like similarities, but then I like the opposites, like the complete opposites.
She's talking about polarity.
This is out. Like I'm an introvert. I'm an INFJ, personality type. So
What's your star sign?
Gosh, I don't know.
Oh, come on, you know.
I don't know my star sign.
Your headphones fell off, silly. You got
I'm a Pisces.
Nice.
But I'm addicted to the water like crazy. The ocean and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a Virgo. Are we compatible?
She's on voice on fresh.
It's possible,
It's
but
possible.
I don't know.
You're funny, Chris.
Virgos and Libras with me. I don't know why that happens.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Yeah. Keep talking.
I just don't know.
Okay, so
Chris, man.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm assuming that you don't know what you want in a man, right?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I do. I just want a man that's going to be faithful and not cheat on me and just
faithful.
Faithful to you.
She's not on cocaine because she wouldn't be talking this slow.
Third one.
No, narcissistic.
No, narcissistic. Yeah, that's what it was.
Sorry, guys. I stand corrected.
Do not
Narcissistic.
abuse me.
Okay.
That's enough. Enough is enough.
Well, that could be like the third one. Not abusive. Okay.
That's it.
Number 3, not abusive.
Not
Okay.
abusive.
There we
Yeah.
go.
All right.
That's it.
Fantastic.
Oh,
What about
do
you?
you have Narcan in the back?
This is
Narcan ready?
Okay.
Yes.
What about you?
All right, so it would be nurturing.
You want him to nurture you?
What?
No, it should be vice versa, like caring for
Well,
one
we're
another.
asking what you want in the man.
No, not to nurture me, but like
That's
you
quite literally what you said.
like be caring, like yeah. So you can say that. I'm not gonna even like do that. I'm not.
Bruh. What the fuck is going on, man?
Yo, I know it's almost New Year's, but late.
Shit, this is
You're strong, man.
Oh, Nick. Chat, disclaimer, right? All I do is watch Instagrams, okay? I see certain things. All right, cool.
Oh,
and they
Chris.
come in and
No,
it's
Chris.
like,
Chris is bummed.
Send L Chris in the chat.
She wasn't like that when she first walked in chat. I swear to God.
Okay, to be fair to Chris, though, he has no idea how they are, but you should screen him a little better, bro. I don't know, bro.
How the all right.
You wouldn't know. Chris, you wouldn't know. I get it. You wouldn't know. Okay.
So he's nurturing. Number 1.
Okay.
All right, so nurturing and respectful,
Okay.
and
That's not coke. She's on some opioids. Big facts. Did they just cut? What happened? Is my internet bad or what's going on here? She's in love with a cocoa. Am I cut out or is this shit in the bed? Da, 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 da. What a rack, damn. Looks like the chat has the chat stopped as well? Mm-hmm. You think it's on their end? Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh.
and
What's going on here? Oh, they got swatted. Go to Rumble chat. No way. Did they shut it down? Holy shit. Hold on.
A bit like
All right.
buffered out or with some shit like that, but I think we should be good on YouTube.
We're back.
Here. Okay. My bad. Okay, so we were at going back to you. Your 3 traits. You said confidence. What about you? And then respect, because as he garners respect throughout the world, you get a
goal driven.
There you go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Goal driven. I thought you wanted to provide for your men.
I
have non-monetary goals.
Not wanted to.
What's a non-monetary
but
goal?
Would prefer that.
Could be
for
working out. Could be
loyalty.
doing a hobby. Could be
They back.
practicing
what?
music. I don't know. There's a ton of things. Sorry.
Practicing
He's
music is
helping
not a
you.
goal.
He's
I don't
helping
know, any kind of goal that makes you happy in life. That makes
Shut
you
up and
succeed
take
in
my
life.
money.
I don't know.
What if he wants to
something-
play video games all day?
That's his goal.
You okay with that?
To play Factorio.
No.
What if he's really good
Thank
at
you.
Factorio?
Thoughts and prayers for the Tates. For anyone watching, please watch the Fresh and Fit breakdown to get actual facts. Yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
bro.
What if he plays video games all day? Would you be cool with that?
No.
He's goal driven. Okay, so
That's not really like.
it is goal driven to him.
Wait, what if he's really good at video
You
games?
know what I mean by
What if
goal
he's in the
driven?
LCS?
Like,
Yeah. plays tournaments.
I do know. It's just that I want the guys to understand when a girl says goal driven, translation, goal driven and something that will make some type of monetary compensation for me and you together. Fair?
fair.
See, this is what I mean when I say all women are gold diggers. Some are just better at hiding the shovel. That's
Wait,
what I mean.
hold on. I'm going to amend that answer. I don't think it's goal driven and things that give me your money. I think it's goal driven is something that your partner can appreciate. You can be the best video game player in the world. Your partner's going to give a fuck. Your partner's going to give a fuck if you're the best League of Legends player ever because they can't like participate in it. But if you do, even if you do shit like fucking art or painting or photography or something, like there's something that they can participate in or like appreciate and be like, oh, you're getting better at this. Like I could, it's like a part of our life or something.
But to some extent,
She said it. It needs to be
Well,
like-
she said it after you insinuated it.
Is
Right?
that what you mean?
Yes.
So notice, right, what she said, but that's not what she
Not
meant.
what she meant.
What do you mean?
Oh Lord, no,
Women
no,
don't say
no,
what they
no,
mean,
no.
but Destiny, it is monetary to some extent because if you're just taking photographs all day and you're not publishing them anywhere, you don't put them in a gallery, or there's no actual reward system, there's no way to measure your success, then it's not actually goal driven if you're just like taking pictures every day and then hanging up on your wall.
I know it's hard to believe, but there are
There'd be
plenty
money.
of ways to measure success. It isn't just monetary.
It is
But
at
she
the end
did
of the
admit, she just admitted it, like her own thing.
Oh,
That's
she
money.
might be monetary, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
that when somebody says they want somebody with goals, just because like say, video game doesn't count, it doesn't mean they only want it to be like monetary.
Can
I
you
think there
name
are
me
a
a
lot of
successful person that had their goals accomplished that wasn't monetary?
a successful person. I'm
Steve
sure there are a lot of
Irwin?
successful people that have like goals or hobbies or things they do on the side. That like fucking George Bush paints pictures, right? There's a lot
Right.
of successful
Nobody
people
considers
that,
George Bush a successful painter. No one gives a fuck.
yeah, but he might be successful in the craft of painting. That's not the primary thing he does in his life, though.
Or what's your measurement of success?
Something that I don't know. She said something that makes you happy. It could be something that makes you happy, something that you can just excel at, you can
Steve
dump time
Irwin.
into, that is like a non-person thing that you get a lot of like joy and accomplishment from doing well in.
Something.
I'll
that
be
you
honest,
take
Destiny.
to
Even though that's
succeed in.
ideal and that sounds good, I don't think men get to have that privilege of being able to do what they enjoy, be successful at it, without it making money like women can.
Bro,
I'll give you an example of this. Hold on, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
I see girls. I do art. I read signs. I do a bunch of
a rap.
You know, they do hobbies or whatever, and this is what I'm interested in. No guy is going to be like, that doesn't make money. It's stupid. But if a guy is interested in a hobby or something, let's say he builds ships, right? But it doesn't make money. A girl isn't really going to respect that if it doesn't bring him some kind of status or money, versus a man is going to look down upon a woman for her hobbies to the same level because there's no burden on her making
You just
money
have
from
to
it.
be able to translate it to something that is appealing to them. Like you can say that like a hobby that doesn't make money isn't going to attract anybody, but give any motherfucking loser a guitar and have him write a 4-chord song for a woman, and she's going to like it. Or you play piano for a girl, or you do photography really well, and you offer to take pictures for Instagram or some shit, or you paint her a fucking picture. People like that shit, 100%.
But here's the point:
if you can make a gift for your wife or girlfriend for like a birthday, you're like so far ahead of like.
I'm glad you mentioned that. That's the key difference. For the girl, she's got to benefit somehow from your hobby. The man, you don't give a fuck about her hobby if it benefits.
A second.
Do it, and the man ain't gonna give a fuck. How many girls do dumbass hobbies like I make clothes, I do this, I do that? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. But you played a very clever game there where you changed it from that has to make a lot of money to, well, it has to make a lot of money or be emotionally satisfactory, which I will agree with you if you're going to amend the definition to that.
I will say a majority of women are going to want the monetary compensation, and then there are some that will say, okay, it doesn't have to make money, but I got to benefit. You want to be a fucking shitty guitarist? Cool. You better serenade me, nigga. That's how it's got to. That's how. But most girls want the monetary compensation.
And that is monetary in a way because that's replacing the Birkin bag. If you play her a song for her birthday, you're saving $30,000.
It's not a replacement.
There's some.
If you
can
are
measure
in
the
a
success
good
though.
no, if you're in a good relationship with somebody, a gift that like comes from the heart, all that. Can I say gay shit here?
Yeah. Of
Well,
course
if
you
you
can.
do all of that work and you
Blue
put in
hair.
something and you put together some special once in a lifetime fucking gift for somebody, that's a priceless gift. It absolutely is.
Ladies, anyone want to chime in on this one?
Destiny's a fucking. I'll say it in Rumble.
You want to keep it an open forum, so if you guys
I personally feel like if somebody could, if you can do something for me that's super sweet with your hobby, that'll be awesome. But I feel like I'll love somebody no matter what, whether their hobby benefited me or not.
So
if I love them,
there's a guy online,
well, until
right?
you talk shit about them consistently and you guys break up.
Make fun of them.
That's
Loser,
right,
right. But there's a guy
Like I didn't have any
online,
hobbies.
right?
That was a problem.
it doesn't always.
He
work
couldn't
that
play
way.
guitar.
No. So, for example, who in here likes RC cars? Anybody like RC cars?
Yeah, they're super cool.
Okay.
They can do a
So,
lot of cool shit.
There's a guy online. RC cars is his main hobby, right? His girl didn't give a shit. I mean, they're cars, right? However, what he did was he would post on YouTube the videos. When he got big and then started to go viral, then she wanted to come to all his RC video shoots.
Mm-hmm.
And then before that, he did a special thing for her where he like put, I guess, like a heart on her like figurine on the RC car and drove around. And she didn't give a fuck. When he blew up, then she cared. So I'm just saying, like, it's just like a innate benefit to it. They may want to do it, but if
I
not,
think it
why would they
depends
care?
on the woman that you're talking about.
Not really.
Not really, bro.
No
I mean,
woman likes when a guy's playing video games all day and like her attention is she has to compete with the video game's attention. You know that every single girl hates that. On the inverse, when your girl is doing something like making clothes,
we want to be the only thing,
or you're doing your hobby or whatever, you're like gardening. Like, I'm not gonna be like, I want your time. I'm just gonna let you do it. I like clap, like, good job selling your clothes or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, we're just happy that you're happy.
That's okay.
That's why actually we love more.
The incel factor over here. Oh my god. Okay. women don't like watching guys play video games for typically 2 reasons. One, because you can't understand fucking anything. Okay. So when you watch a thing and the guy's just playing, he's screaming at people. Usually it takes their mood like out of whack. Usually they're spending too much time on it. This is why women don't typically like when guys do video games. Right? Yeah. Or that. Yeah. They're playing games till like 4 a.m. and you never see them in bed.
It's the attention.
But if you but I think that women in general like it when guys have hobbies that they can they see that the guy is really interested in. Even if it doesn't 100% translate to the woman, I think that they generally have an appreciation for that.
Because
so it might be
shows
something
how you could be interested in me.
maybe. Or it might be something as dumb as even if you're working on your fucking car all day, right? As long as you're not putting your whole life into it, right? I think a woman likes it when she can see a guy that has a hobby, he's putting a lot of time and passion into it, and it fleshes the guy out a bit more. I think most women appreciate that.
They do, but there's a clause. If the attention is too much on that, oh hell no, nigga.
Sure, but that's gonna be true for anything.
I should be the only thing.
If your woman has sure, maybe not for the Miami girls, okay? But for normal women, okay, for normal human beings, okay, for normal, she's in Miami, okay. For normal human beings, okay. If a woman has a hobby, if a woman has a hobby, if a woman, I live in Glendale, Burbank's not any better, okay. So listen,
you said it earlier.
If a woman is into something, so much she's ignoring the guy. The guy's not gonna be happy with that either, right? So, I mean, people want some bare minimum of attention, of course. But that applies for guys, men,
but
girls.
for guys, that doesn't really happen because we know that for a girl to fall in love with us, we are going to be more lovable than whatever their hobby is. So we never have to compete with their Depop or their gardening, because we know that she's eventually going to want our attention.
Destiny's just a contrarian in general. And that's why nobody likes him. Nobody likes somebody who's going to fucking come around and argue all the time.
I don't think men ever experience that. Because if your girl loves you, she's just going to end up next to you.
Yeah, I don't know if women have the same type of self-destructive hobbies that men. Because I don't think women get women. Well, when I'm talking about mass video game and fucking pornography and shit, that's pretty self-destructive, right?
But some women have addictions to pornography too.
No,
that's awesome. Okay, but I don't think generally women have the same types of hobbies. Do they?
Shopping is a hobby, which is depleting their bank account. You fucking moron.
Have hobbies.
What?
If I'm going to be all the way 1,000.
I think you're wrong about
attention is your hobby.
Bruh, if I'm going to be all the way 1,000 honest about this shit, if you take a typical attractive girl that's 22 years old and ask her, what are your hobbies? She's going to say stupid shit like, I like to go shopping and hang out with friends.
Partying.
Sure, that might be true, but whose fault is that? When you earlier say a guy's expectation for a girl is to be young and cook. Well, of course, women aren't going to do anything. They'll rise to meet your standards.
Of course.
But if you go and you talk to a lot of women, outside of some of the.
It is the homosexual hour because they're on YouTube. Shout out to Roll Tomasi. Roll, DM me on Instagram or on Twitter if you want to come on. I'm just covering this fucking abomination. Destiny is just so gross in just every way. I hope I'm going to get on the show with him so I can just argue with him. I'm going to put him down.
Accentuate that. Women, however, don't have burner performance to be interesting or entertaining or anything. So a lot of them don't have hobbies, and a lot of them don't work on themselves.
Sure,
I
largely agree with that, but that's because of guys with low standards. Stop simping.
That's why. I agree. Book coming out soon. Why women deserve less.
Exactly.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, bro. I talk about this deeply in the book. How a lot of girls are not interesting as a byproduct of today's society, where guys don't hold women to standards. They don't. A lot of guys. Oh, you're hot and available. Cool. But think about it. Why would you self-improve if you got all the men that you wanted just for existing?
Well, men for fucking, not for relationships, right? I think there's oftentimes we don't draw the distinction on a lot of red pill or manosphere talking points where we talk about relationships versus fucking. Because we'll say these things all the time, women have access to everybody. That's not true. Women can fuck anybody.
You're right.
But they can't date anybody.
But
that's a way different
Here's the problem. I agree with you, but they conflate that sexual attraction and that attention for dating. I can't tell how many girls will say, I got a million guys in my DMs. And then their, female brain, no offense to ladies here, not trying to say y'all are retarded. Sometimes you are. They'll think, I got 1,000 DMs. All these guys are potential suitors.
They love me.
And they look at it like, yo, I can pull these guys. But the reality is all those guys want to fuck.
I don't think the girls think they can pull those
guys.
Oh,
bro.
If they respond, the guys are going, bro. Come on.
If they respond, they'll fuck. But I don't think the average, that probably when they're like 18, 19, 20.
No.
But when you get burned a couple times, I think you'll start
I'm
to
sorry.
realize,
Even in their
like,
30s,
All
for a
those
girl,
guys are sending it to like 3-4 other girls, and
Yeah,
we
at
all
least.
know
At
that
but
shit.
you
Like,
still fall
what?
for it every single time. For a
No.
girl to have sexual
No.
relationship with a man, she has to be to a degree in love with him to some extent. She
That
needs
is
to have an
so
emotional
not
connection.
true.
That's completely true.
That's
a man,
so not
if
true.
a girl is sitting on a date and I'm just saying a bunch of garbage, talking about astrology, I'm talking about my feelings and my delusion and my whatever career that nobody cares about, she's going to be disgusted with me and she's not going to want to have sex with me. On the inverse, every guy can relate to this. Type of one in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. You've been on a date and a girl starts talking about what she does, her crystals. She starts talking about what she believes in. It's all garbage. She's talking about woke nonsense, horoscopes, and you're listening. You're like, this fucking retard. And you still sit through the whole date and you entertain it, and then you still smash, and you might even smash again. Even the whole time you're thinking, I hate you. You're annoying. I genuinely, I don't hate your existence.
That's a
I
strong
just
word, Cinco.
hate the words that are coming out of your mouth.
That's
Like,
a
your
nasty
existence
word.
is annoying, and I'm still gonna fuck. Every guy has experienced that. On the inverse,
That's
girls
kinda nasty.
cannot do that. Girls show their disgust. If you do anything wrong, like yesterday, I got in the car with Fresh, and I was eating a big ass burger with onions on it, and I was rushing into his car. And I'm making jokes or whatever. Some of the girls are laughing, but the girl next to me, she smelled the onion, and then immediately that just made her disgust, and she couldn't get over that.
To be fair, Nico, onions are disgusting.
If I smell onions on a bitch breath, I'm still fucking.
What?
I'm still fucking.
I mean, that is true. I mean, it's
Look, bro, you don't kissing or no?
I'm not kissing, but I'm still gonna like. I'm already here.
Okay,
I'm dressed up. I want to get something out of this. I'm not wasting my time.
What he's describing is that the bar isn't as high for men to disqualify a girl as it is for a woman to disqualify a man.
Women
Like,
are
a guy will
thirsty,
tolerate
too.
a man will tolerate a lot more fuckery from a woman than a woman will tolerate fuckery from a man.
I will still fuck a girl
Some
who thinks that
women
Africa's a
are
country.
thirsty as fuck and will tolerate anything.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, isn't part of the philosophy of this show that like if you're a high value man and you make a lot of money, you can do a whole bunch of fucking stupid shit and women will tolerate it?
Yes.
No.
Well, no,
Like
no.
wasn't that the didn't
No.
he ask a question one of these two over here where it's like, oh, did this guy make a lot of money? With the implication being, of course, you're dealing with a bunch of dumb shit. It's because the guy makes a lot of money.
No, you're equating cheating to dumb shit. Sleeping around is not dumb shit because our
Sleeping
loyalty's
around
different.
is absolutely dumb shit, and
To
that makes
you.
you disloyal as fuck. No, to any
It is
reasonable human being.
disloyal.
No, loyalty for men is different for loyalty than the women.
No, it's
women
not.
give
It's
up their
the
loyalty
exact
with their
fucking-
body. It's not the same thing.
It is
Men are not
absolutely
loyal
the
with their
same
body.
thing.
Why do you think that I could fuck a girl with onion breath? Why do you think I could fuck a girl who's like thinks Africa's a country?
Because you have lower standards for sex.
Yeah, lower standards because men don't think like my body's precious. We don't think in that terms. Women, they know what they offer is their body, so their loyalty is completely different. You can't equate that.
Well, you made a statement saying earlier that if you're high value, you could kind of get away with things. And yes, they tolerate more from you if you're high value. However, there's still a point where they say, you know what? All right, this is enough for me. So there's a point where it ends.
Oh wait, is that no? It should if Rolo has a fucking I gotta open up YouTube. No, if he has a blue wrench, it's him. You guys saying it's not him? Oh wait. Oh fuck, that is not Rolo. Wait, hold on. Let me double check this real quick. Permissions. Community. If that's not Rolo, I'm gonna ban his ass. Hold on. What the fuck? Rolo, is that? Oh, I think we're fucking one of my interns or some shit took him off. Rolo, is that you? Dia, send me a message on Signal if that's you. Because I can't moderate. Oh, wait, I could just right click. Hold on, I can just go to his channel. Hold on. I don't know what the fuck happened. My YouTube's been fucking up lately. I do not remember unmodding him or fucking Cappy. Go back. Give me a second, guys. 2 seconds. Let me just clear this up. No, he should definitely be a moderator on this channel. Okay, hang on. Go to channel. Okay, you know it's him, dude. I'm so sorry. I don't know why the fuck you're not a moderator on the channel. I think maybe because I left Rule Zero. My fucking my intern has access to all my shit. Here we go. I put you back on, bud. You're moderator now. Sorry about that, Rolo. I think Cappy. No, that was a fake Cappy that came through the other day. I'm refreshing it now. Rolo, just go ahead and shoot me a message on the chat. Because I just found out it should be him. So excuse me. Okay, cool. We're good. Let's go back.
Maybe girls think that way, but in 98% of the United States, I don't think girls do that shit. Where they fuck some celeb guy one time and they're like, I'm only gonna date like somebody that's been in a fucking Marvel movie. I don't think that happens.
No, but that's a reference point.
But it does elevate the state.
Does Destiny live in Miami?
All other men after the fact, because women are very impressionable creatures, so to speak.
Women and men aren't impressionable. How many men have made dumb comments about like, I wish my current girlfriend had as big boobs as the last one, or my last chick did this shit.
But
or,
here's the key.
Like,
you can go backwards sexually. You can have a bad bitch and still want to have some strange on Wednesday. Women can rarely go back and regress from a sexual market standpoint once they deal a certain caliber of guy.
I don't even think it's true from the data. What was it? There was like some poll I saw where it's like, I think it's like 45% of women say that the best sex in their life wasn't even with their husband.
Yep.
So they've gone back and they've evaluated other parts of the relationship are worth more than just the sex. But no. The point is they're married to the guys that aren't giving them the best sex they've ever had.
They have to
right?
settle.
That's settle.
But they went back. You just said women couldn't do that.
No.
Don't play a word game now. You're saying they couldn't settle. You're saying men could. Men could step back.
No,
but
they
I think
had
women
to.
can step
After
back
their
too.
peak and they have no other options, they have to if they want to find a guy. That's different because they have to. But they don't want to though.
Sure. So they can step back.
Roll, you're a moderator now. You should be fine.
But it's not what they actually want.
Okay, so they can step back.
Okay, how much?
That's all I want to hear. That's fine. They can step back. It might take them a little bit, but they can. They
So
do step back.
you genuinely think that the girls here want to be with the average man? I know you've seen the Courtney Ryan videos, and don't equate this like, oh, Miami girls are different.
They step back out of necessity.
They're from all different places of the earth. You're saying that it's just Miami, but how much do you really think that they want to settle down with the average guy? We can do it right now.
It's a dumb question because nobody wants average. Like even an average guy, given like the opportunity, wouldn't want the average woman.
I think
Everybody
a lot
wants
of
above
average guys
average.
would be happy
But I think
with
there
an
are a
average.
lot of, if you go talk to normal fucking people outside of like the world of YouTube and shit, there are lots of average men with average women. Most people date and marry within their class, within their education, within their race, within their geographic region. That happens to like 95% of people around the fucking world. Like, yeah, of course,
why are the
most people
marriage
do.
rates declining so much, and why are
Marriage rates decline for a whole bunch of reasons that don't have to do with the one-dimensional analysis
This is
of
pretty much
a
the
woman
reason.
fucked a celebrity one time on Instagram and now she won't go back
it's
to another guy.
not just the celebrity thing, but it's all of hypergamy. That's why there's less marriage. People are like don't know how to settle.
Hypergamy has nothing to do with marriage. You're playing the game again where you're saying one guy fucks a lot of women, it seems one guy dates a lot of women. Hypergamy doesn't keep women out of the dating
It's bigger
market.
than just the celebrity thing. It's Tinder, it's social media. People think that they have so many options now because of our phone. It's
That
not.
goes
It's not
for
just.
men,
the
too.
celebrity.
Okay, newsflash, because men don't know this. Women have always had a lot of options.
Always.
Since the year zero,
Always.
every single
That's
woman
not
has been
true at all.
offered dick by every single guy they talk to.
No,
yes.
now they
Since
talk
you're-
to 1,000
until you're,
guys a
that
day.
doesn't matter. Since you're 11 years old,
You
you
and
got
your
guys that are
homeboys.
hitting on you constantly. Like, hold on. Men
Right.
see Tinder today, and they're like, oh my God, a woman can open her phone and find 100 guys to fuck. Bro, in 1980, a woman could walk outside and find 100 guys to fuck. It's not new.
No, you're right. However, there's scale. Before, they have to go outside and find the guys. Now they could be in their home, on a plane. And nigga, it's like, for example, in this case, the skill is different. It's global. Versus
It's not global for 99% of people. A girl going in Kansas City is not getting flown out to Dubai.
Yes, she is, bro.
No.
Nigga, today.
You guys are wild.
I
You
guarantee
guys
you
are
somebody gets one
wild.
tonight.
You're coping, man.
Hold on, I just want to hear, for the record, for you three to answer this. What
Uh-oh.
percentage of
They're calling for you, Rollo. Dust off the microphone. Come on down. I'll shoot you the link if you want to come on down. Oh, did you message me on Twitter?
Like 30, 40, 50?
Holy
Not at all.
shit.
That's
I wanna
a
hear
high
it
number.
for you
That's a
two.
high number.
Let me-
let him answer.
So I can answer this question properly.
Uh-huh.
Does she live on campus and she's a college student?
Yeah.
Then she's going to go ahead and settle for the top guys on her college campus.
Okay, so geography class. So the thing I said earlier. What if she's staying at home? Yeah, I said that people tend to date and fuck within their
But you got to
region.
remember, a typical university is going to have kids from all over the country.
Okay, say
of
it's a
different-
state school in Iowa. Are those girls getting flown to Dubai?
Off season, they can be.
Okay, 30, 40%. Is that what you said?
Well, globally speaking, but I'm just saying, like, for example,
That, you understand that's the actual number is like less than 0.1%, right?
Of girls getting flown out?
Of girls getting flown out to fuck guys from college, normal
Very
girls.
little.
Very little.
It's very little.
very
I'm from Vegas and now in Miami, and I've never done that.
Have you ever been flown out?
Motherfuckers are
You've never been flown out?
Destiny, I don't think the point here. I don't think the important thing here is to establish of girls getting flown out. It's that the opportunity is there, and on top of that, if you're going to use college girls, for example, right? Because I've talked about this with college campuses, etc. Most of the women gravitate towards the highest status men. Who are these guys? The
For
fraternity
sex.
guys and the sports guys.
For sex, not for dating. The top
No,
guy.
the girls don't set out like I just want to fuck this guy. They want to lock him down. They're shooting their shot, and they shoot their shot with their body.
Them to go
Right.
backwards when they have an influx of options. Here's the thing.
Wait, what's? Or go ahead. Finish it.
Here's the thing. So I get what you're saying, that, you know, girls have been getting hit on since the 80s and everything else like that. The difference is scale, right? So if a girl has a basic internet profile right? And she's somewhat attractive and has some Instagram or maybe even a Tinder or a Bumble, etc. She is going to have hundreds, if not thousands of options. Whereas 20, 30 years ago, before the advent of social media and the internet, she would have had to go outside to get that same level. She would have had to put herself together, go to a nightclub, put herself in a social situation, etc. But nowadays, she could sit at home, put some pictures up, and get the same level of attention, if not 10 times more, from men all over the country, all over the world. Now, am I saying that every girl's going to bite on it and actually get flued out by some blue star,
no,
blue check rapper? No, but that goes a lot to her psyche as to, okay, I'm getting hit up by this caliber of man. I probably deserve this caliber of man to some degree. This is why most women nowadays don't want to date average guys.
The standards have been raised, and you know that.
The standards have been raised, but for a totally different reason.
And let me say one other thing
social
too.
media.
Here's the other part of it. So they're getting attention on the internet. Now here's the second part of it. I'm writing a whole book about this shit. Feminism. Women make their own money now.
Yes, that's the reason. So, not the social media.
It's a two-pronged.
The working is way more.
It's a two-pronged thing. It's a multivariate situation. But feminism is also a large component because with feminism, women make their own money. So they no longer have to saddle themselves with a loser that could provide because they could provide it themselves. So if I can make my own money and I want men as a choice, not necessarily a necessity like 50 years ago, I'm going to pick the best I can absolutely get and not settle for less, which is why a lot of women feel as though I make 100 grand per year. I'm attractive. I get attention. I want a top tier caliber guy. This is where a lot of women stand.
Sure. So firstly, the average decently hot chick on a college campus does not have guys from all over the world in her DMs. That's an exceptional person. That's not the average person. That's not the average person.
I'm in her DMs.
It's not the average. You guys are only seeing the people that are reaching out to the shows or the people that are trying to blow their shit up.
No, I'm in their DMs.
Maybe Sneeko is perusing fucking Florida State University fucking girls on Instagram. The average pretty hot girls on Instagram are not I feel like you guys think that 25% of girls wake up in the morning, take some pictures of their feet for OnlyFans, make $500 doing that.
That's not right.
They get on Tinder, they get a free steak dinner, they go to class, they plan their Friday, Saturday around which guy is going to fly them around, and that's a quarter of girls on college campuses. That's not how it's going. And then to what you were saying about how girls are, the ones that aren't international, they're just fucking the top guys on their college campuses. What's the difference between that now and over the past 100 years? There have always been top men in every area of life. You're never in an area in life where it's just one guy and one girl and you're isolated from everybody else. You're always in jobs where there are bosses and managers and CEOs. You're always in colleges or schools where there are top performing students or athletes. You're always in communities where there are the leaders of the community. This has always been the history of competing in society for women. There's nothing new today about that, aside from maybe some girls are in Instagram. But I don't think it's the 20 to 30 to 40% or whatever that Fresh said are getting flown around the world to fuck guys. That's insane.
What I'm saying is that it's opened up, and it used to be a dating marketplace where it was just localized. Now it's globalized. And I'm not saying they're actually going out and flying with these guys, but they have the option to do it. Yeah. And that does a lot for a person's psyche when they know this is the caliber of guy that's reaching out to me. I'm going to put that in my back pocket and use that validation to make myself feel a certain way. And this is why girls, again, in the book, I talk about this explicitly. Women on Tinder and Bumble, they spend several hours on the site. However, most girls never either don't swipe right or they never actually go on a date, but they spend a ridiculous amount of time on Tinder. Why? Well, it's because attention, validation helps boost their ego. A lot of girls I've seen create a Tinder account after getting broken up with just so they can feel better.
Yeah, I'm sure some people do
some
it.
guys do it too.
The problem is that we talk about
a lot of men do that too.
So overstated. The problem is so overstated. And then you feed these people these narratives that people have this idea that you're just fucked in the dating world. You can't compete.
Girls go on Tinder to get attention.
I do agree with Sneeko in the sense that it's not the majority of average girls getting flown out on Instagram. That's for sure. That's something. This is how this all started. This all started with Tate saying that back in the day, saying some girl could be out in Romania, get flown out to Dubai or flown out to Russia by some blah, 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 right? And everybody just believed him because he was Tate. But the reality is the majority of girls would look at that offer and be like, no, I don't want to fucking do that. Ratchet, nasty Miami girls, American whores, yeah, they'll do it. But the average girl with a dad and a mom and a works at Starbucks and is trying to get her fucking marketing degree, she's not doing that shit.
8% women flaking.
Unless if she does go on a date, she might get turned off. So nothing will happen.
Girls universally
have you seen
use
the girls
dating
that
apps.
are in Miami?
They use dating apps to funnel people to OnlyFans or to get attention.
Anything. They just
hold on. Are you on Tinder?
I am not on Tinder, but I know a lot of girls that are, and they literally just go to fuck.
Really?
It's not to have any emotional connection or to get any. It's literally to fuck. Yes.
How many girls do you know that use Tinder to fuck, as you would say?
More than 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Of your friends?
Okay, wait, hold on, dude. I feel like you guys have no fucking real world experience. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
And you
Okay,
do.
I'm not the yeah, I do. Apparently the only one here. That
And now
does.
you're real
Listen,
world there, guy, gaming all day. Okay.
I'm 10 years older than you. Okay, you've got like 6 years in the adult world.
Well, you said it
barely,
for them too, they're
because
the
you've
same
been
age as you.
YouTubing your entire life. You haven't even lived a real life
Okay,
yet.
they're
Okay?
the same age
All
as you.
So,
You game all day, but you
That's-
have more life
that's great.
experience.
That's great. Okay. So if you go to California as a normal guy, okay, without putting my fucking socials or anything on Tinder, it's a hard game. You're swiping a lot and you're doing a lot of conversations, but I was fucking girls on Tinder in California. And I'm not like a fucking ripped
What
giga
year?
Chad.
What year? How long ago?
Like I lived in California. I lived in Glendale 4 years ago, Culver City 3 years ago, Huntington Beach 2
When
years
were you
ago.
killing it on Tinder?
And not killing it, but like I could probably find like 1 to 2 girls a month.
What year was this?
What the fuck?
What?
What year was this?
Like in the past like 2, 3, 4 years.
That
2,
is-
3, 4 years ago. You can do it as a guy.
No.
But bro, half you guys on
No,
Tinder have
girls are
you've got random pictures of fucking
Destiny.
mountains. You've
Destiny.
got blurry fucking selfies.
Destiny.
You've got like a picture of you in the dark corner of the room where you look like a fucking sociopath.
Destiny.
And the guys will come
Girls
out.
are
No, hold on. These
thirsty.
perfect guys will come out. These like 5'11" dudes that look perfectly fine will be like, oh, I'm not 6'2". Like, I can't fucking get any girls. They're hypergamous. Blah blah blah. It's like, no, motherfucker. You either act weird, your pictures fucking suck, or you're not putting any effort in. You get shot down by 2 girls on Tinder, and you spend the rest of your life browsing like red pill videos talking about how like all women are shit or whatever. Like that's what happens.
Destiny, your own explanation of 1 to 2 a month, maybe, it says a lot. Dude, guys are struggling, bro. Especially on Tinder, bro.
Okay, compare
you're
them in
fa-
college.
you're famous,
Wait,
bro.
hold on. You
You're
think
famous.
the average guy
Mhm.
is like, if they could fuck 1 or 2 different girls a month, they wouldn't be happy?
No. If they can. If you're saying that you did, that doesn't mean that they can.
No, okay. I'm not trying to be too self-deprecating, okay? But
And
I'm
you're
not
also
fucking-
famous, Destiny.
I'm not against. No, that was without social because I didn't want to find people that found me through my fucking stream.
But the girls did research, bro. I promise.
How are you gonna fucking find me through research?
Bro, yo, a girl can look at your Tinder profile, put your face into this app, which will go ahead and link you to
I
social
use
media.
different pictures. It's obvious. I can obviously tell when a girl knows me or don't. There were a couple that I would meet up and they
I
would
believe
say
them.
some shit. You could say no cap what you want, but there are a ton of people that fucking use
Destiny,
Tinder.
you are
There are a
famous,
ton
bro.
of people that hit you up.
I don't
I
think that's
wasn't
the
that
reason
famous
for
3 or
real.
4 years ago. I've blown up a lot over the past like year or two.
Bro,
Or
you are
okay, or
famous.
we could do the alternative, which
We
is
can't compare you to a
I'm
regular
sorry.
guy.
Hold on.
You're famous.
A normal guy fucking on Tinder. That's unbelievable. But 40.
Rolo, I know you're just like you're at the edge of your seat, ready to rip this guy apart.
Thought it was Drag Queen Story Hour.
Welcome aboard. How you doing, man?
Good. Long time.
Good stuff, man. So yeah, what's your take on him so far? Like you say he clearly
So
has a
far.
lot of things. Well, yeah. I mean, for me, my biggest thing is he's sucked dick, and so his credentials are out the door. Like I don't know. I think, and honestly, I think his
Why do we take this guy seriously and we don't take like Jack Murphy seriously? I mean, would he not be a better, like, it's funny. I'll tell you this is I've seen so many people from Chris Williamson all the way to Adam Sosnick to God knows whoever else. And they always ask him, what's your take on the manosphere? Tell us about your, intimate, long, standing knowledge of the sphere and everything. And I'm just like, who the fuck is this guy to be talking about the sphere in the first place? And then I'm like, for a guy in an open marriage who fucks other guys, who like basically is cool with his wife or whatever she is, going out and nailing other dudes, and they're okay with that. If that's the case, if that's the criteria, then Jack Murphy would be a better candidate because Jack Murphy's has actually been in the manosphere, since like 2017 or 2018, back on the 21 convention. He would actually be a more credible, guest on here when it comes to the manosphere stuff than Destiny.
I think they just bring him on because he does have a massive following and he's known
on Twitter. Yeah, he's a gamer. He's a game streamer is what he is. That's why they had Sneeko on here. He was a game streamer. It's the younger. They want the Twitch. They want the Twitch views is what they want.
Was Sneeko a gaming streamer? Was he?
Yeah, he was big on Twitch for the longest time, and I know he was on YouTube as well. But both of these guys, Sneeko's been doing this since he was like 14 years old, and it's like whatever the new hotness is. And trust me, once the shine is off the red pill, he'll be moving on to like I don't know the God pill or the Illuminati or whatever whatever the new Alex Jones thing is. He'll be rocking that one next.
You think Sneeko will be doing that?
Yeah, absolutely. Because at some point, like the red pill is going to end up being something that's like a liability for him. And he'll just say he'll move on to the next thing. He's a brand. He's not actually in the sphere. He's just a brand. Same as Destiny. Destiny's a brand as well.
Yeah, well, Destiny, he made his, like, he started off playing League, and then he made his fame just by debating people, and like he became like the famous guy to debate on Twitch, and that was like the thing. And if you could go toe to toe, I like he had a lot of invalid arguments. I'll tell you this: if you could study up, you could study up and go toe to toe with this guy and beat him in a debate. Because I think you can. I think you're smart enough. You have enough knowledge for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is like these guys, like, I mean, I've heard it, like half the reason I came on here is I would love to be able to like feel like I'm participating in the chat here, but there's like 25,000 people watching this shit right now. But the thing is like every time people say, "Oh, you need to go debate Destiny," I'm like, how come people are like hitting him up to come debate me? How come? Why is, whenever I have something to say about Michaela Peterson, or I have something to say about like certainly Hafiz or Alex from Playing with Fire or whatever, everybody's like, "Oh, you need to debate him. You're ducking him, man. Fuck you." I'm like, how is it that you're not going and demanding Chris Williamson debate me?
Yeah.
How is it that like I'm the one that has to go out there and make the fucking effort and fly out across the country to go and do this shit? Why is that the case? And then half the time they don't even know what a fucking debate is to begin with. It's like, what's the topic? Because me sitting there and them going, "You're a bad person," that's not a fucking debate. That's just a fucking opinion, right? So go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you think it's just gonna get to a point where like Destiny does something wrong or gets exposed, or like, do you think?
Okay, so here's my thing: is guys like Destiny have secrets, right? I mean, guys like Destiny have like fucking like skeletons in their closet. I've learned this. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I've learned that sometimes all you got to do is wait.
Yeah,
like all you had to do is wait for Anthony Johnson, and now he's getting married because he has an illegitimate baby with this psychotic chick that was his girlfriend for the longest time.
Ew, he's getting married.
He's trying to. Oh yeah. It was. He doesn't know this. I don't know how I got on, but I am on the 21 Convention newsletter mailing list.
Oh,
and so yeah, so that was a big giant reveal from Anthony, and then about a week later, he's like, "Oh yeah, and there's a bun in the oven, or there's a baby on the way." And I'm like, "Oh, so that's why you're getting married, and so you're really not this trad con, president of fucking manosphere, right?" All you gotta do is wait. That's the same thing with Jack Murphy. Just wait. Just wait a little while. Sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes it takes shorter. But sooner or later, shit comes out, and I'll guarantee you something comes out of about Destiny at some point.
You see this bitch on the drugs? Did you see? Or did you pop in?
The one that's sitting right next to him with the big old eyes. She looks like she on smack.
No. Let me show you this
experiences too. Like most guys that come up to girls in public.
It's this chick with the blonde hair sitting next to Fresh. She is like clearly on drugs, and they're keeping her on just like as the dancing monkey.
But strictly looks. A girl's gonna left swipe. Like if you're ugly and you go up to a girl in person, at least you can make up for it with charisma, status. Maybe you are charming, dress well, you smell well. But on a dating app, it's only your picture. And most guys
dating app is mostly Riz. I think it's mostly like the first couple of messages. If I can make her laugh, if I do a pickup line,
bro.
If you're ugly, you might get swipe right.
For you can, but average guy can't.
Average guy can't.
But most of the matches where I don't put any effort, I just go head ? I get blocked or something like that.
Nigga, you're a chat.
Nigga.
No, I get blocked when I skip all the bullshit. When I do no Riz and I don't play a game, I just go head ? They're like, fuck you. But then I actually like play
in public. People know who you are. Come on, man.
Her. You see here?
I don't think girls
for fame as much. He's like falling asleep.
No.
okay, yeah.
No. It's not that. It's that they swipe right on you in the first place because you're a handsome guy. Pause.
Did you like find her at the Flying J or something?
The truck stop. The bathroom. Oh god.
Hey, I need some money for gas. Can you help me out?
Actually, dude, check this out. You're gonna lose your shit. So she's 34. She is a stripper and does OnlyFans.
How many children?
She's on drugs, and she's in school right now getting her master's to be a licensed medical health counselor.
Right on.
This chick is gonna give people psychological advice.
Can she get me Vicodin?
Probably. Probably has some in her fucking purse.
The whole online thing. I would prefer like a in-person meeting. Like if I meet you in person, like we click.
You've never been on a date with a guy that hit you up on Instagram?
Never?
Come on, man.
One time. And that's it.
11 times.
Where do you meet guys normally? That's the question.
In person. I'd
Like,
rather
like at your job or at like just
no,
around,
like
or-
like for example, if I'm walking around or like they just happen to like talk to me and
so you're walking down the street, a guy.
If I'm walking down Orange Blossom Trail in Orlando,
if
Are you saying you're dating someone now, or
I am not dating.
you're not dating
I'm
someone
single.
now?
Yeah.
Where did you meet your last boyfriend at? But you said it was like a 10-year relationship, right?
Yeah, I was in a
He
really
ran down
long-
on you?
What do you mean?
He came up to you in public outside?
Actually, I was the one who initiated everything.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Actually, I was with his friend and I was like, hey, you know him? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, well, I think he's going to be the father of my kids. And I shot my shot.
What did you say?
I messaged him. Actually, I called his friend and I was like, hey, do you think you could give me the phone number of your friend? Because I need a favor and I kind of want to talk to him.
You want to know what my take is? Here's my take. You know, I was saving this for tomorrow's show, but for Roll Zero because we're doing the end of the year thing.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yeah, I don't know if they passed you the link yet.
They did.
Okay. So here's my take on this. I've been checking out a lot of the AI artificial intelligence stuff like Chat GPT. I don't know if you're familiar. You're probably.
Oh yeah, I've been fucking with it.
So here's what's going to happen. Okay, this is my prediction for the future. There will be an app or there'll be some extension of like Chat GPT, or there'll be some sort of like I don't know, collective kind of application suite or something like that that will help you game Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge.
For sure.
And what it will do is it will generate your personality. It will generate your profile. It'll generate a fake picture of you that sort of looks like you, but like not quite, but a better looking version of you. And then it will actually it will give you a list of responses, or it will respond, and it will end up solving the problem for all these guys like swiping all the time on Tinder and stuff. And it will be completely automated. And first of all, I think it'll probably start on the dark web, but then it will probably go public, and that will completely ruin the online dating app industry.
I hope so.
Women will not trust it anymore.
There's a lot of algorithmic manipulation that goes on that really stifles guys. Like once they do something which is called a digital fingerprint. I'm actually trying to bypass this right now, but if you use the same credit card, if you use the same photos, if you use the same email, if you use the same phone number, if you link your Instagram account, if you link your Apple Pay account, whatever, as soon as this, because you have like an infinite identity in their database.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I will be right back. Hang on.
Go ahead. But when they track this, right, it goes right back to your fucking your identity on the database, and then they stifle you in the algorithm. So I'm working on that. I'm banned on Tinder. You can bypass that. I'm working on this with a program called Lollycat. It's pretty high level stuff. LALICAT. You need crypto to get it and everything, but there's a way you can bypass it. We're actually testing it. We ran a couple beta tests so far and it's worked, but yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated.
Nice.
Handsome guy. Good lifestyle.
Yeah. Keep going.
But here's the thing: is even back to the last conversation.
responding, though, is the
there's
question.
not a lot of blue checks sliding in girls' DMs.
Yeah.
Average
It's
girls'
usually
DMs.
creepy dudes
I was
sending you
gonna
dick
say,
pics.
it's usually
like stalking you, asking you for clips of your hair.
We're saying if they do you respond? Keep it 1,000. Don't cap.
I mean, of course, if there's a blue check, yeah, of course, I'm not gonna disagree
that's
with
fair.
that. Yeah,
That's
you're
fair.
gonna respond. You're gonna
There
be
you go,
interested
Destiny.
in what you have. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're saying,
I don't disagree with
But
that. If
even then-
there's like some famous people showing up in somebody's DMs, they're going to respond. I'm just saying it happens way less than you guys seem
it
to
does.
think.
It really does.
I just have
But
a
it's the
question
option
though.
that changes their whole standards. That's why all
We didn't
girls,
just say changes the whole status. We just said she would respond.
No, she would respond, but her getting that message from a blue check changes her standard of the guy she's going to settle down with.
But
In real life too?
Yes.
So right now, if there's like a B-list Hollywood celeb listening right now, he could fuck all of these women's lives up by just sending them all a DM saying, "Hey, what's up?"
Not
and all of
them
them would be
but change their standards.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So
We gotta look at you.
I've seen you watch those videos. That's
I really think
we gotta
money
look at the
matters.
totality of the circumstances, bro. So they make their own money. Feminism is here. I deserve the best. I'm special. I get DMs from all these weird creepo guys. Oh, look, they all want me. Then I get a message from a B-list celeb. Then I get a message from an athlete. Then I get a message from here. I go to the gym. Guys are staring at me. Then I'm at the sandwich shop. This guy tries to awkwardly give me attention. Oh, another guy gave me a gift.
Yeah,
another guy walked in and gave me.
Hold on. You see you sent a telegram? Hold on. Let me pull that up real quick. MLD number 1. Where's it? I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, good. I'm good. Can't be pulling this up with Rolo on the channel though. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see the great word of MLD being spread to the universe. Rolo doesn't like Pearl, so it's a good thing we do this while he's gone.
Take them out to a place where there's other guys. See if they look around the room. If they're looking, take them out to a place where there's other guys. See if they look around the room. If they're looking for attention.
Oh, that's good advice. That's good advice.
Yeah, that's what I would do. See how they behave, because then you'll learn a lot about somebody by the way they're attention seeking from other men on the date with you. You'd be surprised. You see some crazy. Okay, Deli. More?
Yeah, we have one more question. This one's for Pearl. Pearl, your content is so important for our generation. I wanted to ask why brown men are so low on the dating hierarchy. What can we do?
Brown men? I don't have a good answer.
Is that true?
I don't know.
On the date, I don't even know if I buy the premise.
I
of that,
I think it's like he's talking about like Indian. Like I'm pretty sure guys in India, like it's like Eastern Asia, have the lowest swipe right on dating apps.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think it's like basically the only thing you can do is what the like red pill manosphere teaches is money, muscles, game frame. Like I can't think of anything else to add.
How much do you like? I don't know how you take them.
First of all, the manosphere doesn't teach it. It is your boy here. Got it on the fucking wall for a reason. Money, muscles, game frame. You know the name. It's MLD. Let's go back to this. I got to make a quick bathroom break. But I'm just going to let these fucking people chat. You guys just go ham.
One partner. And that's true. But if you keep watching that graph, it goes up for 2, but then it drops after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it takes it until they get to 8 partners until the divorce rate.
6 is when it goes up significantly.
Yeah. But I think 8 is when it gets past the 2 mark, is when it gets past that point. So it's not just that having more keeps it, having more partners makes it so you're more likely to break up because you've had more partners. It could be the case that if you've only had like 0 or 1 or 2 partners, maybe you just got really fucking lucky and you found like the one early on. You found the perfect fucking girl or guy when you're 18 or 19. And now you're contributing to that stat of like, oh, I've only had like 0 or 1 partner and now I'm together forever. Or it could be people that are like, I'm fucking super religious. I've had 1 partner. I don't really want to fuck more because I'm a horrible fucking slut, whatever, antichrist if I do shit. And they end up staying in relationships longer than they don't like because they're religious, they feel pressure to. Like there's a lot of other things that go into that as well. But you guys never explain why is it that a woman who's had 3 sexual partners is more likely to stay in a relationship than one with 2, or one with 4 is more likely than one with 3, or one with 5 is more likely. You don't explain that because you only talk about that graph from 0 to 2. I've seen the family study you're talking about.
It's more along the lines of 0 to 6.
0 to 6.
Yeah, well, when you graph it like that, but graphing it like that's a disingenuous statistical analysis.
But here's the thing.
A graph that goes like this can't have a curve, an R squared drawn like this. It's not fair.
Because it becomes substantial and becomes significant after 6. That's why I refer to it that way. Because yes, I do. You are right. It does deviate to a degree, but it's not that significant. It's after 6 that it starts to drop off precipitously.
Sure, but I think that a more honest analysis when you're looking at data like that is people with 0 to 2 partners are probably people that are incredibly selective, maybe people with really traditional religious backgrounds, and therefore probably are more likely to stay in relationships for the long term, even if they're not happy. When you get to the 6, 7 plus, these are probably people that like to fuck around a lot, that don't really care about like the sanctity of marriage or any of that shit, so they're probably more likely to divorce if they get married. I think that that's a more fair analysis than saying, once a girl's had 6 dicks in her, she's never going to stay with the same fucking guy. I think that's more fair.
Here's the thing. Everything comes back to the totality of the circumstances. So like what I said before, as far as like girls wanting, having a lot of options or whatever, and then not settling or wanting a guy that's way above them, it comes back to, that's why I said, not only dating apps, not only Instagram, not only social media, but also feminism coming in and girls making their own money has played a significant role in that. Women being educated also has played a role in that.
100%.
So I look at it from a holistic standpoint.
Sorry.
Like, yes, what you're saying before is like 1 to 2, yes, more than likely she's going to be religious.
Sorry, I was just checking out my new girlfriend. She's fucking so hot. Oh, baby. Oh, you are so fine. My baby girl. I want to name all our children after you.
Sex as many people as she wants. Hell, we got rap songs nowadays that glorify it, and a lot of people just aren't religious. So it's like whatever.
Sure.
Okay, you had a point. I'm sorry it took so long to get back to you. Do you remember the point?
Yeah, because so we're talking about blue checks and oh, it's easier for a girl to fuck a guy with a blue check and this and this and that. Half of these people out here that are blue check verified are just bullshitted blue check verified. You have a kid and like a 20-year-old what is it, prospect athlete that has a fucking blue check. What makes you think I'm gonna to respond back to his DM because he's a blue check? Like that doesn't make any sense.
It's a reference point. She was raised right. You could tell by the way she is presenting herself, by the way she's dressed, by the way she talks. This is a girl that was raised right.
That you are going to have sex with a guy with a blue check. I'm not saying you're going to have sex with a millionaire. I'm not saying you're going to have sex with a football star at your college campus. What I am saying is that these caliber of men will contact you. They will give you attention. And since you get contact and attention and potentially even resources from that caliber guy, and then you also got the simp that's walking up to you, giving you flowers for nothing more than you exist. Then you got a couple other guys on dating apps saying, I'll take you out, I'll fly you here, whatever. I'm not saying you actually enact on all the opportunities given to you. What I am saying is that those opportunities change how you view the world and, more importantly, how you view men. Oh, these guys are suckers. Now, some girls say, fuck that. I'm not taking that opportunity. I don't care. I want a guy. It is what it is. Some girls are able to distinguish this guy's a loser. I want a guy that's actually good for me. But a lot of girls don't. A lot of girls use that to their advantage, and they take that male thirst and use it to their advantage. OnlyFans, being a stripper, maybe getting guys to pay them for sex, etc. All I am saying, right, is that we live in a simp economy, and a good amount of women are taking advantage of it. And not only that, in taking advantage of it, they tend to have a higher perceived status of where they stand because they got a lot of guys that are hitting them up, which quite frankly, you go back 50, 70 years ago, a girl would be lucky to get 2 guys that come up to her that are worthy. Now she might get 200 guys that come up to her that are worthy.
Do you think, here's a question.
Sure.
So the broad argument is that men get into women's DMs and it fucks our expectations up for how they view men around them.
It's
right?
not just Instagram though.
Sure.
That's why I went
Instagram,
around
dating apps,
everything,
whatever the fuck, everything,
yeah,
right?
everything.
Do you think that women have dealt with a similar pressure for a long time because of beauty standards set in media and because of pornographic standards? Do you think that they feel standards to compete against those women on TV or?
There's been that way even before porn and before TV.
You know what? That's a fantastic point you brought up, Destiny. They have, but guess what? It's self-imposed. 100% self-imposed.
I think that when we
no
talk
guy
about
ever goes up to a girl and says,
your
"Your nails don't match, bitch. Ugly."
Actually,
no, but guys
a
do.
lot of guys do.
okay.
A lot of guys.
Shut up, bitch. Oh my God, shut up.
You guys, wouldn't your standards change if you were getting a DM from a girl with a blue check? Like if you fuck Megan Fox, aren't you going to raise your standards a little bit?
You know what? Here's, you know what's funny?
No, because pussy's pussy.
Let's go through it into a dream world.
I'm glad you said that.
I'm really glad you said that.
Yeah.
I did an experiment. I was doing a test for a dating app that I was releasing with a friend. To do the test, I was comparing using Tinder, right, with a boost versus not using a boost, and using a new account versus an older account. Okay, as you guys know, about 80% of Tinder users are men. It's very difficult for guys to get matches, etc. So you have to play around with the algorithm and find the best way to do it. So I was doing testing. One phone was a brand new account. The other phone, I ran a boost. Turned all my social media off. I had multiple Tinder accounts, and I swiped right and see what happened, right? 24 hours, turn the phones on, see a whole bunch of notifications. At that point, I was like, oh, this is lit. This is awesome. I'm the fucking man. And I had to kind of like fucking snap out of it. Like it hit me right there. Yo, imagine if I got this attention every day, all the time, for nothing more than the fact that I exist. I had to almost snap myself out of reality from all that validation from the opposite gender. Hot, like literally like 100 matches, different girls, hot. I was like, whoa, this is fucking awesome. Now for guys, they rarely experience that. They get that dopamine hit. So when it hit me, it was a foreign feeling. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But then I realized if I got this all the time, I would be a piece of shit. I would not have a need to self-improve. I would not feel like I need to understand the other gender. I would not feel like I have to be attractive for the other gender. I would think, I'm on a date with you. Impress me, bitch. Dance. Turn the Tory Lanez to this motherfucker. Dance, bitch. No.
Oh, God. Too soon.
Yeah, no. Well, we know he didn't do a good
Free
job
Tory.
of finding him guilty. Yeah. Free Tory. But all jokes aside, I would not do anything to impress the opposite gender. Kind of like girls nowadays. They show up on a date. They're not interesting.
Astrology.
They ask dumb shit. They're not, they don't really bring a lot of critical thinking. No offense to you ladies. I'm not saying y'all, but I'm saying women in general. They don't feel the need to self-improve. It's like, you impress me, asshole.
It's true.
So all I'm saying is that a lot of girls fall into the category of how I felt for that 10 minutes, where I felt like I was on top of the world. Now imagine getting that a year, 2 years, 3 years. Since the time you're 15 years old and you're going through puberty and guys are hitting you up and it's compounding with the internet, it would make you have a certain type of mindset where people need to improve. People need to impress me. That's all I'm saying, is that a lot of girls have this compounding effect of getting a lot of attention, get feeling like they're special, etc. And then they come on this podcast and I tell them, all right, well, you want a high status guy that has money, whatever, you got to share them with other girls. Oh my God, what do you mean? I'm special. I deserve a multimillionaire that's going to be faithful to only me. That's not how the world works. So that's all I'm saying. You know something? Megan Fox?
No, I agree with that, but I also think it's just, it brings up the egoism, but I also think it goes back to what we've been talking about this whole time, that the average girl does not get this much attention. Like, I think Miami girls do. I think LA girls do.
Wait,
I don't know.
I
really
think
don't.
Can we pause on that?
I don't think they get that much attention.
Born and fucking raised in Miami, half of you people literally from the table aren't from here. So
thank you.
Being a Miami girl, like literally being born and raised in this shit for 22
We're from
years.
Homestead, but okay.
Homestead, Miami, I drive up 30 minutes. It's the same shit. Miami-Dade County, it's the same shit.
It's careful. My parents live in Homestead. I spent a lot of time in Homestead, okay? There's fucking horses walking around. That's not the same thing as Franklin.
Be fucking for real. There's not horses walking around.
My parents
except in the
live in
Redlands.
Homestead and their neighbors have horses.
In the Redlands.
I don't know where the fuck. I just know the address is Homestead on the 30 whatever fucking Southwest Street. It's in Homestead, and there are horses.
Okay,
I'm just saying it's different than like Miami. Even when you say Miami, it's a big fucking city, right? If you go really far west, that's a totally different life. Or if you go to like a fucking Hialeah, that's a totally different world.
Okay, but be fucking for real. Most of the shit you do to come up and most of the shit, even to work, there's not a job in Homestead. I'm working in Miami, so let's be fucking for real. Half of the bitches that are in Miami are not from Miami. A typical bitch from Miami does not have
She's getting upset because she's saying I'm a Miami girl, but we're talking about women who like Miami has become like the new LA of America, where girls go there to get famous, girls go there to clout jack, girls go there to try to fucking get on yachts and get fucked by celebs and whatnot. That is what they're saying. And Corona put fucking Miami on the map big time.
Of where she's located geographically gets way more attention than the average man gets.
I don't agree
anywhere else.
That's true, but this has always been true.
Yeah.
Yes, but now it's scaled to another level, it's multiplied to another degree, bro. Like
here's a thing I'll float out there. I think that as men, okay, and I can speak from experience now because I have fucking blue hair, okay? Never in my life. Okay? I get random compliments from people on my looks. I've never had that happen before. I get like, oh my God, nice hair. It's like, oh, that's interesting, cool.
That's
right?
W.
So as a guy, when we hear comments like that, I think it feels really good for us because it's not as expected.
Yeah, men rarely get compliments.
For women that are fucking past the age of 13, 14, like random guys like shouting at you from a truck or catcalling you,
of course,
or saying like I don't think it's blowing your ego up
they
as
become
much
desensitized
as
to it.
Yeah, because it's at some point it's like or even it comes off as like creepy or annoying.
I agree.
So,
very creepy.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that they don't cancel a lot of guys that talk to them, but what I am saying is that when you get attention for that long, you don't value it anymore. When you don't value it anymore, it still props you up in a certain light where I think I'm the shit.
Sure. So as a guy, you have to try harder than just like saying a girl's hair or dress looks nice to actually get her to pay attention to you.
Well, she has to like you for that to make sense. Because anybody can say that to her, but like, if she likes you, okay, I heard it from the guy I actually like.
Sure.
And the other thing too, from me doing my research, I'll just be very bluntly honest about this. Most women just don't like most guys at all. They just don't like men that much. They really don't.
That's true, but then the question is why?
That's true.
Well, I think that guys are really fucking lazy in general when it comes to appealing to sex, right?
I mean, yeah.
But I like saying that guys are lazy because that's something you can work on. There's stuff that you can do there. But I think when we overfixate on like the hypergamy and the Evo psych and like all the other crazy shit, it feels like kind of fucking hopeless. Like, women are naturally drawn towards all the six-figure earners. Women only want the 6'6" NBA chads. Like, fuck me.
But it's true, Destiny.
I don't think that's true.
It is true.
I don't think that's true.
And that part you cannot control because that part is external. We're just saying
women will want NBA players the way that men want to fuck Megan Fox, but they'll settle for like, oh, this is like a cool chick.
But there's a difference. The male virginity rate has tripled.
Yeah,
Destiny.
but why? But is it why?
Because
of dating apps?
The internet.
No. Well, that's a component.
reason.
But again, it's a multivariate analysis.
Yeah.
But the reason why it's tripled is because women are not willing to put up with the same caliber of men that they did 50 years ago.
Sure, because you need to do more than just earn a paycheck.
Exactly.
So build yourself.
And I agree.
That's what this
I
podcast
agree
is
with
about.
you. But I agree.
But that's your point as well. Megan Fox ain't fucking none of us. But guess what? That girl that's the average girl can fuck an NBA player tomorrow. But we can't. So it's totally different.
I don't know about that.
She can get a DM tomorrow.
Oh
You get flown up. You never even know. Actually,
I don't know.
I got friends in the industry.
I've never gotten a DM like that. So
Of course you wouldn't. I got friends in the industry, right? That DM girls every single day to fly out. Now, mind you, is it college girls? Some are, but some aren't. I'm just saying they have an option to. As guys, I think Megan Fox, yo, what's up? Come to Miami. Not even seen. So it's like, bro, it's totally different. That's all I'm saying.
Megan Fox, hit me up.
Okay, we got some chats here.
You ain't got no chance, bro. Vince McMahon. No chance.
No chance.
Hey, dump that Satanist white guy. I don't know his name.
First is BBC. First thing, oh God. First things first, big homie. No more crazy women calling our name on Instagram Live. Yeah, bro, that's wild. I know you're basically a guy with the D game, but damn it, man, make sure the chicks are actually mentally stable before we get them to BBC. Okay.
L Fresh is BBC.
Count 2 times. Question for ladies: have you ever had a dream that you
Have you ever had dreams that you had
That was you earlier, by the way. Andre says, question: as men are problem solvers, if in the future we could make a woman that could satisfy our needs, what would the bimbos out there? What would they bring to value a man's life? Trying to be better every day. Thanks, bro. They didn't bring much, man. Some of them. Jose says, question for Destiny: does the RP ideology unknowingly perpetuate promiscuity and anti-traditional values in women, or do you believe that women's dating choices dictate these behaviors? FNF Crowd believes the latter. What do you believe?
I mean, there's like a really complicated feedback loop between like what we do in society and what our entertainment tells us to do, right? Where society influences the entertainment influences society. I think that in general, I don't like it when men advocate for settling down with a woman with a low body count while telling you to fuck as much as you can through your early and mid-20s. I think that's hypocritical. I don't think you can create a world that is actively serving like a counter purpose to what you're looking for later in life, because you're not training for those relationships, and because you're, I guess, destroying all of the women that you fuck your way through as not being good enough for the men in your audience that you would say should be looking for low body count women in the future.
But can you also agree that if I have no experience and I meet a woman, how would I ever be able to be a good fit for her? I have no experience.
That's true for everybody. Well, it depends again on what your standards are. I guess.
Women don't want to fuck a virgin male.
Yeah,
there are plenty of women that would get off with
No.
fucking a guy.
No.
That's like that's a limit for someone. It just depends what you're looking for.
They don't want to.
But long term, they want a man that knows what he's doing.
Experience.
They don't want an
It
experienced man.
depends on what you mean by knows what they're doing, though.
They
Right?
want a
Like you
leader.
guys on here are acting like a Christian woman that's a virgin at 24 wants a guy that's fucked his way through 500 chicks when she's 32.
It doesn't matter.
It absolutely does.
Nah.
Bro.
You think it does because you've never talked to a woman like that in your life. You're not going to find a religious
have.
woman, a conservative woman at 22 years old, 23 years old that has never fucked a guy before that wants to go and be in a relationship with a fuckboy who's got like a 3-digit body count. In general, that's not going to be the case.
Pastor daughters are the worst. By the way, ladies in here, have you ever asked a guy's body count, or do you even care?
They don't care.
Yes, I've asked.
Yeah.
How many times?
Like, damn near every guy I've talked to, really, to be
Okay,
honest.
you might be a little bit different.
Did you break up with him though after you found the body count?
No, like, I mean, talk to as in like before we even started.
But did it disqualify him?
Hell yes. You
What
know
was the body
what?
count that disqualified him? What was the number?
52.
You thought, what was it too much for you?
Yes. Why the fuck have you stuck your dick in 52 different pussies?
Because it feels good.
Oh, but that's fucking disgusting. Because if I was
Well, then
to
why
say-
would a pussy have 52 different dicks in it? Because it feels good.
Exactly. There we go. Thank you. Because I can't do that.
Do you ask guys their body count when you meet them?
It's been a while since I've been interested in another man, so it's been a while since I've asked. So no.
Okay. Do you?
No, to be honest, I feel like it's none of my business. And if I do ask, I'll probably get all in my head about it. So I'm just going to avoid all of that.
Okay, that's fair. Do you ask guys, oh, what's your body count?
Every time.
Thank
Yeah?
you.
But
Thank you.
just for fun, like I really wouldn't like.
It doesn't disqualify
It doesn't
them.
disqualify
Oh,
them at
okay.
all. I just kind
I
of want
like
to
you,
know
yeah.
about your, experience and.
Women are willfully ignorant. They like to live in a little bit of delusion. They don't really fully want to know the truth because they don't want to have that anxiety or that stress. They'd rather just take you for how you are.
And I think that comes with detail. Like I don't want to know I don't want to know the girls,
Facts,
but the number is the number, whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
don't show me pictures of who you know what I mean. That's
Men
too
don't live
much.
in delusion.
Okay.
When a guy's asking
Yeah.
a hot 26-year-old girl how many guys you've been with, and she's like, I sucked one dick and I fucked one dude. And he's like, okay.
That's a lie.
Yeah,
We know you're
guys
lying.
guys don't live in delusion.
What about you? Are you being ironic? What does that mean?
I think everybody deludes themselves to some extent. The
How do
idea
men delude
that-
themselves?
And in so many different ways. What
Name
do you mean?
one.
I just talked to you. When a girl is hot, a guy will fuck the girl regardless of body count.
Okay, but we know that she's lying when she says her body count. There's no delusion.
Okay, and if you told a girl that your body count was 2, she'd probably know you're lying too.
Right, but
I think the better
I'm not gonna lie
stance
to her
here
about that.
is that both genders are delusional. However, women don't really face the consequences of their delusion to the same extent that men do. When a man is delusional, right, about
Reality hits
women
him.
and reality, well, I could get a chick even though I'm a fat loser. Well, guess what? Reality is going to smack you in the face. A girl, however, can be annoying, a bitch, fat, whatever, and some guy will still probably take
I
you
don't
seriously.
know.
and date her.
It super depends on the circumstance. A guy can be delusional, like this girl's changed, and then she's like an annoying bitch, and you have to break up with her. And a girl can be delusional, like I think this guy's changed, and then she fucking gets her throat cut by some crazy fucking dude.
Oh my God, you always gotta go to the extremes.
Yeah, you want to go to
What are you
extremes? I'm
talking
just saying.
Everybody's
like,
a night stalker.
everybody can have like their delusions or whatever. Like,
My point is this: women can be more delusional than men, and not deal with the same consequences. That's what I'm trying to say.
Depending on the type of women, sure. But it feels like this is always the issue I have. It feels like you guys want those types of women. You want women with low responsibilities whose only attractive features are they cook and they're young. So of course they're going to be delusional. Of course they have no accountability. You don't give them any accountability. You treat them like children.
Well, the thing is that most women are delusional, though. Most modern day women are fairly delusional. If I'm going to be honest,
I don't know, man. I feel like the things online blowing up for guys, like fucking trade this NFT or this crypto thing, buy this fucking digital monkey and you'll be rich. I feel like guys fall for a lot of this shit online too. I think there's a lot of delusion there.
I mean, that's true, but I'm talking about within the confinements of intersexual dynamics, not
If we narrow the market narrow enough, I'm sure we can find areas where guys are less delusional than women. Sure,
but I'm talking about strictly from dealing with the opposite gender. Men are a little bit more pragmatic and understand. Okay, if I don't rise to a certain level, I'm not going to get a girl. But whereas women are like, I'm going to get a guy no matter what. I mean, women walk around and say, take me how I am, versus guys kind of understand if I'm a fat pot-smoking loser, no girl's going to have sex with me more than likely. And that is shown through stats and them not getting laid, them not getting dates. Men deal with the consequences of their poor decisions. Women don't when it comes to intersexual dynamics. That's what I mean.
Okay, we go on.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. What about you?
I like having Destiny on the panel.
Just dissing.
Yeah,
I just want to go back for this. We obviously disagree, but
Just argue to argue, man.
Do you guys your body count?
No.
Okay. Do you guys your body count?
Do I ask guys?
The body count.
No,
when you come.
I don't. A couple of times I did with my first couple of relationships.
Closer to the mic.
Oh, sorry. My first couple of relationships I did ask like the body count, and they would not answer.
Really?
And I assumed it was like 30 something. I don't know where that number came from.
Is 30 too high for you?
It ended up being like over 100, like because I was a 7-year relationship and I found out in the end, and so it's like, yeah.
Let me ask another question to ladies. Would you, if a guy had a body count that was, let's say, too high for you, would you stop dating him?
No.
I'll go around. Yeah, for you, would you stop dating him if his number was too high for
I
you?
wouldn't say I would stop dating him, but I would be concerned that his body count is so high. Is he going to cheat on me and et cetera, et cetera?
But you wouldn't leave him. What about you?
Not really. No.
No?
No.
Would you leave a man for having a high body count? You said before you asked, but it doesn't matter. What about you? Would you leave a guy for having a high body count? Okay.
Nah, I think it's fun and experience.
Okay. What about you?
Yes.
You would leave a man for having a high body count.
Yes.
Can you tell me why?
Because I wouldn't want to have my hole
Snake 'em, man.
be inserted by something that's been.
Say that again. You would what?
I wouldn't want my hole to be inserted by something that's been inserted.
Okay. Let's assume you had a
holes.
clean STD test, no diseases. Would you still care?
Yeah,
You still would. Okay.
of course I would.
Why?
Because I'm crazy and
Okay, there you go. Delusion. Like no guy's gonna be like, "'Cause
Okay,
I'm crazy."
no, because I'm.
You gotta be in reality, Destiny. Imagine if I went around.
I am not in reality. Okay, I just.
Okay, hold on. You're comparing full-time content creators to random women. Of course, you're gonna be more well-spoken. It's a fucking job. No fucking shit.
It's about
Jesus
it's
Christ.
about what you believe in, Destiny. The belief is, I'm crazy.
Listen, it's because I would want that person to only desire me in their life. And I know that's not a reality. That's not in
Delusion, yeah.
Okay. I
There
guess
you
I'm
go,
delusional.
Destiny.
I'm delusional.
Yep.
I'm delusional.
Yeah. All right. Like, okay.
Woman enough to admit it. Yeah.
Fair enough. What about? Well, you said earlier that you disqualified your guy. Was there anything? Was it strictly the body count, or was it something else? Maybe he smelled weird, and then he said that, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back, or was it like he was attractive in all regards? He was a dream man, and then he said, "Yo, I fucked 52 bitches," and you're like, "Nah, I'm good."
It was actually that. Like
So he was a dream guy, and
he wasn't a dream guy. He was like a pretty good candidate for like people that I found attractive.
Yeah.
And then I asked him, that's not dream at all.
He was good enough.
Good fuck enough.
He was good enough.
And at the end of the day, I asked him how many bitches have you slept with? He said 52.
Okay.
Guess what? We went to go to the
STI clinic. Yep.
Yeah, we went there. It came back clean, but at the end of the day, I'm just not comfortable with you sleeping with that many people.
Why?
Like,
okay.
What do you
Bruh.
mean?
Well,
Why?
what if he
What's the
wasn't
reason?
with you
That's
at
my
the
comfort.
time?
What?
What if he wasn't with you? Like, what if
It
what if
doesn't
was
matter.
before
I
you?
just don't feel comfortable with
I'm
you.
asking why you don't feel. Why does that make you uncomfortable?
Because for even sanitary wise, it's at the end
But
of the
he's
day,
clean.
it doesn't matter. Some of you guys don't even like
He's
to shave
willing
your
to put it
pubic
in
hair.
anything.
They're not knowing that your pubic hair
I'm digging.
stores
It has
bacteria.
nothing to do with the pubic hair. So he's clean. You're talking about sanitation.
Yeah, he's
so
clean.
what's the reason it makes you uncomfortable?
Yeah, he said.
My mental psyche, it just makes me feel disgusted
I
that
think
you
I know the
laid
reason
down.
No,
for
but
this
why does
position.
it make you feel disgusted? You're just using different words.
Because
Those are
you're willing
synonyms.
to be with that many people.
Every guy is. Every guy wants to be with that many.
You're willing to share yourself so much and spread yourself thin.
You see how you're equating
throughout.
female logic to male logic? We
I
don't give a
guess.
fuck. I already told you I
You
would fuck
guys
the
don't
onion
give a
bitch. I would
fuck,
fuck
but
an
we
Africa
give
as
a
a country
fuck.
girl. Like we
That's-
don't
I
give a
give
fuck
a
to that
fuck.
level. Yeah, I know, but you're not me. You're not a man.
But
We
I
have
give a
different
fuck.
standards.
If your dick's gonna go inside me, I hope that it's not been spread out
you good,
there
though.
because
What's
I
your
want it
reason
just
to make
for
you feel
me.
disgusted? And then I want to hear mine. I just
It's
last
a
time.
personal
I want you to
preference,
like
but
peel back the layer.
Most of it explain why, but I mean, it's a personal preference.
No, I know the reason why.
Yeah.
The guy's value wasn't high enough to command that. That's the reason why.
That's not it.
You quite literally said a second.
She said she would also take a guy that provided everything but cheated on her, so she's full of shit.
Was tall, a millionaire, charming smile, in shape, etc. And he said, "Yeah, I had sex with 52
That had
chicks."
nothing to do with it. No.
You would probably think twice before
No,
leaving him.
I wouldn't actually, because at the end of the day, that's my personal preference. I personally choose to not be with a male who has spread himself across almost the goddamn city, state, or America.
50 is not a city. Okay,
you might be.
She has standards, guys, and there's not that there women like her do exist. This is what's the problem with Fresh and Fit when they try to like force this fucking narrative on these chicks. But in my opinion, she seems like she's raised right, and she has standards.
They don't ask guys their body count. What happens is they can tell how they move, how they act. Okay, this guy's game. He has riz. All right, he fucks bitches. But for my own sanity and anxiety, I don't know which guys he fucked because that's gonna fuck up my head. So they don't ever ask. They just say, you know what? He's experienced. I'm gonna go with the flow. But deep down, they're like, okay, cool. He has a lot of bodies, but they don't care. So you might say that, but like, most girls don't even ask the body count. Yeah, they don't want to know.
No, but what Myron was saying was he was good enough when she met him, and then she took him to the clinic. If he had, if he was her dream guy, and then if she would have asked him, she would have, said okay.
So here's another point to add to Myron's point as well. So that being said, if you're gonna say, okay, you care about a body count, if he was successful, good looking, and actually a guy of value, you'd be like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm not gonna ask that question because you know what? I got a guy right now. He's in my vicinity. He's in my environment. Cool. I got him. Why even ask that question? I don't want to lose him.
I still wouldn't. That's just me personally.
Personally,
it's
you might
just
not
me.
like that, but
Yeah.
most girls-
You're not giving any
That's
reason why. I'm just
because I'm a germaphobe. Like I really don't like touching.
You're going in circles. He's clean.
I don't give a damn. That's my personal
makes no sense.
preference.
She might
It
be
doesn't
clean.
not
He's
make
still
sense.
been with 52 other
Like,
bitches.
I don't care.
He's
At the end of
had
the
the
day-
juices of 52
At
other
the end of
bitches
the
on
day,
him.
just how you feel as though a woman is fucking 52 men is not acceptable. That's exactly how I feel for the men.
Okay.
That's exactly how I
You
feel.
have no reason though.
You know, it's very interesting.
I got my
Just for you
girlfriend.
two in particular, since you guys have a point of contention with this. Are you guys aware of the fact that if you meet a guy that's charismatic, charming, attractive,
He's gonna fuck
he's
bitches.
gonna have sex with a lot of girls, right?
I mean,
Do you really think that you are that special that he's only gonna wait and have sex with you?
I didn't
When a
say
guy
I
has a
was that special.
superpower and the ability to attract a lot of women, he's damn sure gonna fucking use it. And it always is amazing to me that girls think that
It goes the same for women.
this
though.
guy busts. Absolutely no, it does not.
Really don't.
Because
disgusting.
ladies, a man has ladies, let's be very honest here. Men have to build themselves up to be sexually attractive to women. Women do not. So a guy that's charming, charismatic, in shape, etc., had to bust his ass to get to that point. You, however, did not bust your ass to get to a certain point to get the same attention. Now, if a girl goes to the gym or whatever, that's fantastic. She should go to the gym, but she doesn't necessarily have to be able to attract the other mate. The guy does. So when a man learns these skills, he's not going to sit there and have sex with one girl a lot of the time. Maybe some guys will, but if he learns these skill set, which is
I'm
learned,
on the latter end, so I relate to the latter end. Like I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. I take care
That's
of
great.
myself.
But you didn't have to, and you would still get guys. Is the point?
Yeah, because
Yes.
you look good, and he gonna have to catch his drift. Like,
Don't lie to her.
So, like, all I'm trying to say is that girls play the dating game on easy mode. Men play the dating game on hard
Careful,
mode.
you said it again. Not the dating game, the fuck game. It's
Same
different.
game.
They're different. They're
different.
totally different.
They're different.
They're totally different.
No, we were talking about fucking.
Hold
We were
on, because you
talking
just
about
said a girl
dating.
doesn't have to try for shit to blah blah blah. To fuck
If I wanted
somebody,
to fuck
yes,
anybody, I
but
could,
to date somebody,
but I don't want
But
to.
she's still gonna get opportunities.
You're not. If you're a busted ass fucking girl, you're not getting an opportunity for a 6-figure guy.
Yeah, you can.
This is the biggest cap I've ever
We
heard.
were just talking about all the simps out there and how a lot of men are lazy. Are you kidding me?
Are six-figure men on average simps compared to the guys that are broke and busted
Yes.
at home?
Yes. A lot of them are.
Most guys are simps.
100%.
Most
Okay,
guys are
so
simps.
hold on. I'm sorry. It's a numbers game. If you want to talk about numbers, how many guys are six-figure men? What are the percentages?
A low percentage, but we're just saying.
What is it, like 3% of earners are making over 100K? That's not enough to date every single busted broken
First
girl.
of all, no.
You have options when you're a high-value man. You're not dating.
It's not 3%, you fucking dick sucker. It's like, I think it's like 10, 15, 18%.
High value man doesn't necessarily mean you're not a simp.
You think a guy earning 100 plus K is going to be looking to support a whole bunch of busted ass women?
Well, actually, it's a.
Come on, where's the stop the cap button? Where's my button? No shot.
I'll tell you this: if the sex is good and she's gonna come around whenever he wants to, he might do a pay a bill or two. You never know.
Would you pay a bill or two?
No.
That's called prostitution. Okay, that's not dating.
No. I'm just saying that, dude. This is Miami, especially like that happens all the time here. However, I would just say this: the average guy, he can't, but he might want to.
You don't live here.
I mean, Destiny, most guys are simps, bro.
Yeah,
I agree, but
most guys
why
are
are most guys simps? It's supply and demand, right? Most guys are simps because they don't have a huge supply of pussy, right? But once you earn more money, once you've got more
that is
clout,
not true.
like,
There's
okay,
niggas that
I can't speak for how pathetic maybe some of the people in your guys' orbit are, but if you've got 50 million fucking girls on your Instagram, you're not thirsting over every single fucking.
13% of American workers aged 15 and above made more than 100 grand in 2021.
Your own reference point. We're talking about in general.
No,
most
hold
guys.
on. I'm not using. I'm using a high value reference point, and we're talking about high value men. A high value man can probably pull decently, unless he's like a schizoid or something.
Okay.
Right? High value man is not going to simp the same way a guy that smokes weed all day and sits in his parents' basement's going to.
That's not true. A lot of those broke guys will like run out on the girl and cheat on the girl all the time. Sipping is more of a mentality. Has something to do with
Bro, wait, hold, you're you guys are all over the place. Broke men. I thought you first of all. I thought you guys were saying women cheat more than men. You're telling me broke guys have the
When
opportunity?
did I say women cheat more than men?
Oh, so we don't believe that? You think it's equal? Let me get it on the record. You think men and women cheat on each other equally? Because I thought we quote here 50 million times the marriage stats of women leave men all the time and blah, blah,
That's
blah.
not about cheating. You're making up points that I haven't said.
Okay, so then tell me clearly. You think men and women cheat the same amount?
No, men want to cheat more.
You just said men. You said earlier that broke men cheat on their women.
No, there's a lot of bums out there that don't give a fuck about the girl, and that's why the girl loves them because he's not giving her a lot of attention.
That's not what you said earlier. You said a lot of broke men cheat on their women.
Okay.
You think broke men don't have the opportunity to cheat? They don't have a lot of women to cheat with.
Maybe not cheat, but like treat him like shit and just be a bum in general.
Sure,
not
that's
give the girl a lot
different
of
than have the
attention.
opportunity to cheat, though. That's a different thing. That's what I'm saying. Simping is usually a matter of supply and demand.
Can we go back to our point real quick?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. I know we're going on another thing about cheating. So, okay, so you would not want to basically have sex with a guy. You would disqualify him for his body count. Fair enough. Then you would as well. Okay. What about you? Would you disqualify a guy on his body count?
Nah.
Destiny has sucked a man's dick and potentially has taken a dick in his asshole. For me, as a man, that devalues his opinion.
Real quick, can I ask another question on that vein, okay? Because, wait, you had something you want to say. Go.
You know, she just said she would just, fuck it. Go ahead, please. Yeah.
Okay, so I agree that most women tend not to care about male body count, right? Because when people see a woman with a high body count, they think lack of control. When you see a man with a high body count, you think this guy's in control, right? He's capable of like achieving a lot, right?
Agreed.
Now, however, I think body count matters to women, but I think it comes up in a different way. So here's a question I could be wrong, right? But let's say that you have a guy and you start dating, you start talking to him, and you find out that he has like a lot of women friends, and then after you start dating, you find out that he's fucked a lot of them. Are you okay with him like texting, DMing, like still being like close friends with these women, or I want to hear around that?
Good question. We'll go around the table now. Okay, so just so we have it, so I make sure I have it right, ladies, please. The question is, are you okay with a guy you find out has a high body count? He has a lot of female friends. He had sex with female friends?
A lot of his female friends. Are you okay with him still like talking to them like in DMs and shit?
Here. What are your thoughts?
L nips.
I'm not. Nah, I mean, I don't know. I guess. I mean, if he's not like on that bullshit and like talking to them in some type of way, I don't know. I probably wouldn't. Knowing me, I probably wouldn't be okay with it.
Okay. What about you?
No, not okay with it.
Okay.
It's a no for me, dog.
It's a no for me, dog.
Randy Jackson.
Shut up, bitch.
But did you say before that you would be okay with your guy exercising options?
That
Gotcha,
is the
bitch.
reason why I'm single.
Gotcha, bitch.
No,
Gotcha, bitch.
I cannot handle it. That's why I'm single.
So you're not okay with the man exercising options?
Listen, I would, but I can't handle it.
What?
I would. Like maybe if I was a little bit more mature, I
Yo,
would
Destiny,
be
like,
able
men are
to
just as
be okay with
delusional as
it.
women.
But I am not
real.
mature enough to handle it. I know that I'm not mature enough to.
Bitch, you're 30. Grow up.
Definition, you can't accept it.
I can't accept it. Maybe in the future I would.
Right now,
as a
right now,
mature.
right now.
I
No,
wouldn't.
the present,
I wouldn't.
the
I
present
wouldn't.
time
Okay.
I
at
wouldn't. I wouldn't.
12:43 in the morning.
Okay.
Bruh.
I would not want him talking to girls that he's been fucking with, is what I'm saying. If it was like once or twice, okay, and they have no ties to him, I'll be okay with letting it go. But if it's like an everyday thing, like you're gonna see this person
Yes or
constantly,
no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or
The
no?
answer is no.
No, it's not.
She will not accept.
if it's like a threesome here and there, like I would,
The
yes.
answer is no, we got
But
it. We
if
got it.
it's like a constant everyday thing, no.
Right. And then guys like, yo, this is why so many guys
confusing,
struggle with
bro.
girls, bro.
This is confusing.
See,
It
but
is
here's the thing.
confusing.
I don't know if y'all notice this.
I know I'm confusing.
I don't mean
I
to
know I'm
make her a
confusing.
case study on this, but I don't know if you guys notice she's been flip-flopping her answers based on how she feels at the moment that we ask her the question.
Yo, your poor baby.
And this is what I mean when I say that women a lot of the times have to make their answers based on how they feel when a particular question is asked or how they feel at the moment of the environment around them. Right.
I think there's something to be said for how confidently men will answer questions though when they don't know what they're talking about, right? So she's obviously like waffling back and forth, but you'll have a guy like really confidently say some shit like, "I'd never date a woman who's 24 with a body count of 50." But I guarantee you, he might say that, but if the right girl walks through that door and she's a fucking 9 or 10, like the guy will suck it up and do it 100%. So even though a guy might give
Changes
a
his
confident
mind.
answer, right? Given the right circumstance, he'll probably be willing to bend or change too, I think.
I'm on
You always use the
circumstances
outlying
too.
example,
But
though.
no,
I-
okay,
I'm
that's a
on
fair point. But the
circumstances.
point is that he'll make that decision and say what's on his mind at that moment.
At that time, sure.
He's not gonna flip flop and I don't know how I feel about this, and then like let their feelings go ahead 100% like dictate how they're going to answer a
But
question.
I'm pretty concrete on the fact that
She's not sure.
Does she really have 2 children? MMA grinders. I heard she was 30, but she has 2 kids. Who's watching those kids? This bitch is retarded if she has kids right now.
if he was gonna have
Oh
a
my
constant
God.
relationship with this woman, no. If it's like a once in a time thing where we have threesomes or like, you know, I would be okay with that. But if it's not like, if it's a constant thing, hell no.
Okay.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because
got it.
I want to have
We heard you, Waffle
my
House.
spot.
All right.
Waffle House. Wait a minute.
No.
Because she's been waffling
Definitely
with her
not.
answers.
Waffle House or Blue
That's what he said.
Ew, not blue waffle. Disgusting. Why would you say that?
He's blue waffle, not you.
I was about to say.
You got 2 kids and shit. I don't know.
Okay.
Ew.
Oh shit.
Definitely not.
All right. What about you?
Show me
Alright,
later.
To be honest, if you fuck that bitch, if you dated
Keep
that
the
bitch,
mic close to you, please. Push it like it's no, just bring it closer to you.
There you go.
Gotcha.
Oh, penis.
If it's your ex, if you're fucking her, she's got to kick rocks, so you're gonna kick rocks. I'm not putting up with that shit. I'm not gonna put myself through that shit. I will stress myself out.
So he can't talk to his ex with you.
I'm sure they're all gonna say no though.
Nah.
Okay, but
fair enough. What about you?
Fuck that.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't like it, but you know, humans are unique and there's different situations, and you know,
Such a
there is
lawyer
like
answer.
there
Shut
has
up,
to be
bitch.
respect towards me. You know what about it? Like some guy could be best friends with a girl for lifelong, and you know, whatever they did their thing one time, and
Just one time.
whatever he introduces me to her, we become friends. Like there's situations where you can be okay with it.
For real.
Okay.
And yeah, of course you're not gonna like it as a female, but if there's a common respect, and you know, things happen. We're all human beings.
Okay.
I want to say that answer, I would be careful because women will say that. But as soon as you guys get into a fight and he's talking to that woman,
Oh, yeah.
and he's like, "Man, I got into a fight with Tony today." Oof, that shit goes fucking
Well, that's
crazy.
where
bro.
that's where the respect
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
in. Like you know, our
respect your
arguments should be private. You
Men
shouldn't be
don't know
running
how
to
to-
a girl that
For
you
sure,
fuck.
for sure.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
What are you gonna say? What?
That men don't know how to keep that boundary.
What boundary in particular?
Like for example, like how she said that he had a best friend, they fucked once or twice, and then they got into an argument, and he's over here talking to her about
Oh
the
no, no,
situation
it's not that men
they
don't know how
had.
to keep it. They just don't give a fuck about it.
They don't give a fuck.
don't give a
Exactly,
fuck
they don't give
about
a fuck about it.
They know they're doing something right. That's why when
agree
you
to
look
that.
at your guy,
I agree
and
to
every
that.
single time, it's like some fucking NASA like GPS repositions his phone every time you look over. It's because he knows he's doing something dumb.
Of course,
Okay, every
of
time.
course.
Yeah.
Well, that's
oh
where the
yeah.
respect comes
Oh
in.
yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
yo, Sneeko, you okay? Look like you're in love, man.
I know, man.
Yes, sir.
Are you bricked up?
Don't worry about it, man. Why are you putting me on the spot? It's L Fresh, L Wingman. Bad Wingman.
Okay.
Fresh is LBC.
What about you?
sorry. Can you?
No, I
restate
get it.
the
We
question?
like a lot of talking. So the question was basically,
let's say you're dating a guy and then you
He has
find out
female
that
friends.
he's got not just a high body count, but all of the female friends around him, or a lot of them, he's fucked them. Would you be okay with him like still being friends and DMing them and stuff like that as you guys are dating?
No. That's dead. Because like
Brits.
The relationship is dead or the girls are dead? Let's clarify.
like no, like really though, like if I'm with you, like you okay with me being cool with my nigga friends and I'm fucking my niggas like my nigga friends, like
Ugh,
like
gross.
like
what are you talking like that?
I'm just saying, like,
They
be for
count.
real. Like, you
For real,
okay
like-
with me fucking my homeboys and you still, like, I'm still cool with my homeboys and you want me to still be cool with you fucking your homegirls and y'all cool and tight? Like, no, that's dead.
All right, let me
That
ask
is-
you a question though.
Oh,
would you let's say you're with a guy that you like, you love and you admire, right, and you respect him? Would you realistically want to have sex with other men?
Excuse me?
Let's say you're with a man that you love and you admire and you respect. Would you realistically want to have sex with other men?
Gross.
See, and then you can't even you can't even grasp it, right?
No, like, I'm
if
sorry.
if you're with a man, your boyfriend, fiance, whatever, you love him, you respect him, would it even come to your mind to have sex with other dudes?
No.
No, I don't want to have sex with nobody else.
Okay, now let me flip it. If that guy's in a relationship with you and he loves you, you know what the reality is? He wants to have sex with other girls.
I'm sure of it.
Okay, so
You're right.
So when
Because
so what you're arguing right now, saying, well, that's like me having sex with my homeboys. Well, not really, because
so
you
to
don't want to.
answer-
You don't really
so
want to do
answer
that.
on my behalf, no.
Okay, you would not want it.
No.
Okay. But you do understand that a guy, even if he loves you, wants to have sex with other girls. Most of the time.
You're right.
Okay.
Because that's just how that.
Yeah. So that's all I'm saying is because you were trying to say it's equal, like, oh, well, that's like me having sex with my homeboys. And I'm trying to say it's not because you don't really want to have sex with them if you're with a man that you love versus he's with you, he loves you, but he definitely still wants to have sex with his homegirls. That's what I'm trying to say.
She understands like really. She understands really like boss. Okay,
I think she. Yeah, I think
she understands like
I'm just saying men and women are different. Like
really, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, women naturally don't want to be hoes if they're with the guy that they love, admire, and respect.
You of
course
you're
not.
right. But
Of course not.
but a dude would definitely still have love for the girl, but he still wanna hoe off. Like he still wanna, fuck off.
Period.
And I get that. It's just that's
So let me
just
ask you
how
this.
shit be. Like for real. Like in real life.
Not every guy.
No,
Hold on,
not
hold on.
every guy. You're
Not
right.
every
You're
guy.
right. Not every guy is the
not in
same.
real
I've
life
met some
either.
men
You're right.
that-
Not every guy is the same.
Let me
but
ask you a
let's-
question.
Yeah,
If you know that guys want to do that, would you be okay with your guy stepping out, knowing the reality that most guys just want to have multiple women? Would you be okay with that, knowing that? Now that you understand the reality.
But in that situation, that's where you got to know what type of what you're looking for in the dude, like
Okay.
what you want to what you what you want to put up with, what you want to deal with.
Have you ever had a dream
Well, knowing
that you
well, my question to you is, I want trying to get a direct answer here is, knowing that most men want to have sex with most girls, I'm saying if you're with the guy that you love and you respect, are you willing to put up with that, knowing that there's a high likelihood it'll happen?
I'm not for you if you want to do that. No.
So you want a man to be monogamous to you only?
If it's 100, if it's real, you right. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, you want him to be monogamous to you?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
like really, she means that.
It's not possible.
Right.
I think there's to be clear. I think there's a
Some
difference.
women, some women are willing
not
to
even-
do anything to keep you monogamous to them, like just faithful to them.
I just think
They'll
not
fuck
even-
you,
it's
suck
not
you
even
dry
that.
every
Like,
single day to keep you.
I think you should clarify for your question.
Yeah.
When you say, because when you
Please.
say your man wants to fuck another woman, that can mean two very different things. Does he like fantasize about like fucking other people sometimes? Because I'm sure even most women will fantasize about like a celeb or whatever.
Absolutely.
Or do they want to, like, would they, given the opportunity to step out and do it and not get
Yeah,
caught,
they
would
would.
they do it?
They would.
Yeah, sure. But I'm just saying those wants are two different things. So like when you say, would you want to be with a man who wants to fuck other women? Well, if you're saying like it's natural that every guy like has a fantasy or desire to, that's different than it's natural that every man will cheat.
Does
I think
yeah,
those are
but
two
under
way
the
different
context of the conversation, how we pretexted him talking to those other girls and potentially having sex, I mean, I would assume she would infer that.
Potentially, yeah, but I'm saying like a woman saying that like I want a man that doesn't want any other woman, she's either retarded or that sentence makes perfect sense. It depends, right? Because if you're with a man, you don't ever want him to have desire for the woman.
When
you're
I said
dumb.
that, you
Right.
understood that I meant he wants to be with other girls. He wants to fuck other girls. You understood that, right?
Like will fuck other girls given
He
the
will
opportunity.
fuck other girls given the opportunity.
That is hilarious. She works at that fucking place called Bacon Bitch, and I thought what kind of trashy women would ever work at this place when I went there in Miami. That is funny, bro.
This generation just crazy. That's crazy,
man.
All I'm saying is that you want a guy to be monogamous to you, and I'm simply saying that's not realistic in most situations.
You're absolutely right. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
So why
And I
not?
agree with you.
Why not adapt to reality and accept
You're
it?
right. It's possible.
Yeah,
that's possible. But if that's up to me on whether or not I want to move forward with that, decision.
Exactly.
Like,
That's
like,
a good point.
You trying to be funny?
I agree.
He is trying to be funny.
What the fuck? You're an asshole, bro.
I just like your points, man.
You're an asshole.
Good debate.
I don't know, but I
like she got it.
I'm cool over here now.
Yo, she cool as shit.
I'm a little Herbo back there.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. What about you? Would you be okay with your guy having his female friend still around that he had sex with in the past?
Never
Walk
in
away.
a million years.
Please talk into the microphone.
Never in
She's
a
sobering up.
million years. Never. Why are you saying
It was
that?
per 9,000. You're on per 3,000.
I mean, come on, let's be honest here. You're definitely under the influence of something when you came in here.
Bro, you're not enough
I'm
on the pod.
nervous.
You're nervous?
It's my first time.
You were asleep half the show.
What?
You were nodding off.
Oh, well, I didn't sleep last night. I woke up at 2 a.m.
I'm not gonna lie, like we're not even gonna bullshit this. You could barely even pick up that cup Zena gave
Oh,
you.
really? I didn't even know that.
We know you didn't know that. We fucking know.
I've been up since 2 a.m. So almost 24 hours.
Me too, babes. Guess what? I can pick up a cup perfectly fine. Can you? Pick it up.
No, the coffee cup.
The other one.
That's so true.
So the only reason I ask is because I think that sometimes when we ask questions, especially poll questions, I think that sometimes the answers can be a little bit one-dimensional. Or there's another question asked. So like earlier we talked about how many partners does a person have, and are they likely to divorce?
Yikes.
And it's like 0 and 1 are the best number of partners to have.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it could be that they're religiously
Maybe I do take that back about her being raised right. Yikes, McGikes. What is this all about? Baby girl, you're 22? You're 22 years old? Oh, God. Oh, my God. This is just sad. Oh, my God. That is unappetizing. God, America is just so weird, dude. What is going on here? I'm conflicted because she does have certain ways of carrying herself on the podcast that does look prim and proper, but her Instagram is just like, oh, you used an app to fucking get your skin looking nice too. Yikes. Yikes. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Are we seeing this? But MLD, the environment. She's just full of shit. She's duplicitous. You can't have it all. She's on the path to obesity. Brother, this is an obese woman. This is not the path to obesity. She is obesity. This is no offense, not insulting this girl, but yikes McGikes, man. I mean, look at her belly button. It's fucking mutilated from her getting so big. Who thought this was a good idea? Is she like, I guess she's doing modeling. I guess she's a plus size model. No, that's why she's a little pretentious. She's actually a model. God, what the fuck?
No, in this day and age, I disagree. In this day and age, I disagree, and I feel as though that a 21-year-old male definitely has more experience than a 21-year-old female.
That's not true at all.
Okay,
No.
well, that's what I
1 in
believe.
3 men haven't had sex in the past year or are virgins in the West. 1 in 3 men. There's more virgins.
You
Less
said in the
guys having
West?
sex. Yeah.
You said in the West.
Yes.
We're in the East Coast.
This is the West of the
Holy
world.
Western
Come on. You already did. You got the country thing wrong.
The
Like, don't
country
try to do
wrong
the
is
geography.
fine.
You
No,
got
no,
to
The Western Hemisphere, girl.
The
I
West is
think-
the Western world. but,
Okay,
what-
so
you know,
Western European
Okay.
psychology, like
He means
everything, all
developed
that.
first world countries.
Western
That's what I'm asking, that's what I'm
Hemisphere.
asking.
I get
That's
what you're
what he
saying, your
means.
point of view. The guys that you know do that, but the whole landscape of men around the world, especially the West, definitely don't get laid. And as well, your local CVS and Mass, your local.
Wait, did you say the
tire-
vast majority of men don't get laid?
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Bro, the top earners are getting laid. The average guy is not really getting laid like that. And if you
Didn't
want
Seiko just say it's high now, but it's still 30% haven't had sex. 1 in 3. So the majority of men, 66.6%.
Yeah, maybe
are getting laid.
once or twice a year, but it's way less than
but compared to women, though, it's way less.
So you guys are just sitting up here having
Okay,
sex
real
once
quick,
or twice
because
a
I'm
year?
pulling up stats on this because here. So the average American loses his or her virginity at 17. Virgins make up 12.3% of females and 14.3% of males. So it's a little bit higher on the male side, but not that much. It's 2 points higher for ages 20 to 24, which is the age group she's talking about.
Thanks. Not
Yeah,
that high,
but-
but a little bit higher.
Well,
So
I mean,
there's a point.
you also keep in mind that women, almost always underreport their sexuality, right? For obvious reasons, right?
Right.
There's stigma, and men overreport theirs. So
Okay, but you said 21. Basically, and let's really be honest about it.
Yeah, sure,
You,
go ahead.
when you get to
What's your
21,
disagreement?
you're basically just becoming out of a teenager in American society. Now you're technically considered an adult at 21,
but there's a
right?
big difference, though. A woman is at her peak at 21. A man is still fairly low value at 21.
And as well, who puts in all the work? Girls just show up and they get laid. We gotta actually have some game, be at least tall, somewhat successful if we can be at 21. It's not easy.
And maybe.
Well, fuck, you guys are triggering the fuck out of me. You say girl has to put in when you say girls have to put in no work. Well, you keep conflating the sex. When you say girls have to put in no work and they get laid,
triggered.
That is true for an average guy. It's not going to be true for the top fucking 10%, top 5%, top 1% dude.
for the
Top
average
1% guy is not fucking busted girls. He doesn't have to.
Bro, oh my God. Dude, he will fuck anything on a slow Tuesday.
He doesn't have to fuck anything on a slow Tuesday.
But he might.
You will
Okay.
fuck anything.
I don't know what I don't know in your world.
Is that how you feel?
How many? Okay, hold on. I'm curious.
It's not about-
For a
it's
guy
not
that's
about
like
me.
decently clouded up on YouTube,
Yeah.
how many unique women do you think you could fuck in a year?
A lot.
If you had to guess, if you had to put a number to it.
Could fuck or would like
could fuck theoretically.
This is a very nuanced question.
Well, because mine, I'll tell you mine. I think that an average clouded dude on YouTube, an average clouded dude, if he was trying, could easily fuck over 50 women a year. One new woman a week, easily.
You have a very high expectation of men.
You really don't think so? Okay.
No, man.
No, I've seen a lot of
No.
guys that come on the show as guests and stuff like that. They're like,
Yeah.
we caught it up. I'm like, I don't
Awkward.
really
They might
think-
but kind of awkward. They
Yeah.
don't really know how to talk to girls. It's kind
Destiny's been using his clout and money to get bitches for the longest time, so he's out of touch with the reality for the average man.
of not rizzed up.
Dude, making documentary videos, editing all day.
They're behind a
just
computer screen doing content, but they don't know how to
gaming.
talk to people like in a
Those
real
Fortnite streamers
environment.
don't know how to talk to
So,
women.
okay, so square this for me. Now you're telling me that these high value
Sorry,
men
Chris.
can't fuck a lot of women. How does that make sense earlier with you saying
You're
that?
calling a gamer that
No, I'm
has
saying a clouded
high
up dude,
value.
a clouded up dude
Like,
on YouTube or
Give
something.
me an example. Who?
Fucking is anybody on YouTube with over 500,000 subs? He's not like a fucking Fortnite player.
Okay, let's use a person that came on here. Steve will do it.
It's not that.
Do you think
you're kind of looking at it from like a black and white standpoint? You got to remember that there's high status guys that struggle with women, and there's guys that are lower status that still fuck a bunch of girls.
Yeah.
Like the thing is that here's the thing.
Hold on, I agree with what you just said.
Yeah.
But that's totally at odds earlier with your whole spiel earlier about hypergamous guys, top 20% fucking bottom 80% constantly. But now you're telling me, well, top guys can struggle, bottom guys could pull. Which
Yeah.
I agree with, but
Yeah.
now that's like the blue pill fucking shit, where that's like we get out of the red pill and we go to like the PUA guys. Like,
Well-
if you got game, any guy can get any girl, which I tend to agree with more.
Well, here's the
but,
thing. Here's
yeah.
the thing that you're missing.
Sure.
The guys at the lower level have something exceptional, whether they're extremely attractive or they're charismatic, but they have something at the lower level.
Or tall.
The guys at the top level,
The pasta made me tired. I'm gonna go back to bed.
fucking awkward. You know what I mean? So a guy that has some game that's good looking can still go ahead and kill it, even though his socioeconomic status sucks. So he'll get a girl, he'll get laid here and there, but retention is going to be a problem. Because at some point, a girl's going to be like, oh, okay, I can't take anything serious with you because you're a fucking bum. So that's why I tell guys, you got to have everything. So it goes both ways. There are bums that can get girls, and there's guys that have money that can get girls, and it goes the other way around, where there's bums that can get girls, and then there's bums, guys that have status that can't get girls. So
Okay.
it
But you
depends on
think,
the guy.
you think a decently clouded guy, and it could be the case, you guys think
Yeah.
a decently clouded guy on YouTube that he doesn't have to be like the most raised out guy ever, but he's not fucking autistic,
Mhm.
that this guy would like desperately fuck any possible woman that talked to him. He wouldn't be able to say no to anyone.
I'm saying if he's at a party with friends, there's girls there. Oh, she's kind of cute. All right, I'll do it.
Kind of cute is different than busted girl that puts in no effort. Because like a kind of cute girl that's putting in minimal effort is still spending fucking 30 minutes on her hair, 30 minutes on makeup, is doing all sorts of shit before she even shows up at the party, right?
A man's natural inclination to want to like just bust a nut. Like
Yeah,
that's
but the
every guy,
natural
bro.
inclination changes based on what's available to you. I think it changes.
It can.
Yeah.
But let's say nothing's available right now. All right, fuck it.
But if
She's
nothing's
here.
available right now, how are you right now?
Yeah, like, dude, like for example.
But if you've got like all these girls that are like on call, you could fly anybody out in the world. You can fucking do whatever you can go talk to anybody in your city. But if you saw a busted up girl at a party and she was like, I want to fuck you, you'd be like, I have to. Like a decently clouded out guy.
See, you're saying, for example, he can't ever do it. I'm just saying he can if he wants to.
Yeah, but he wouldn't.
How would you know?
Because why would you?
Bro,
you could call a better girl and go fuck her.
Okay,
here's the thing, Destiny. Girls play games, dude. There's a girl that you'll hook up one time, right, and then she'll play games. Then you got to move on to the next girl, whatever. Like girls are very fickle and flaky. Like she'll fuck you now, and then her boyfriend hits her back. Her ex-boyfriend hits her back up, and then she starts talking to him, and she's out the roster. Like girls drop off all the time.
I agree, kind of, but I think that's because guys play a lot of fucking games too. Because guys will run into girls that are playing games, but it's because they're playing games to get in their DMs. Oh yeah, we can chat. Like it was so much fun hanging out with you. Like I really enjoyed it. Like let's hook up again tonight. And then you hook up, you bust, and you're like, I got shit I got to do in the morning. Like, can you take off or whatever? And then yeah, of course, like girls start to play games because guys are playing the same fucking game. I think if you're upfront with a girl and you're like, yo, you want to fuck? That's all I'm into. That's all I'm looking for, whatever. And she's either like, yeah, sure, or no. And then you can say
that's
like, they don't all say that is absolutely not.
You want to fuck? That doesn't work.
I literally wait, and you're clouded up on fucking YouTube.
It doesn't work, man. Girls want your time. They don't want easy sex. We want easy sex. They want our time.
I feel like
don't give out bad advice to men and tell them to say want to fuck.
It's not advice to normal men. It's advice to clouded guys, which is what you guys talk about 90% of the time.
That's never worked. I've never said want to fuck and then some.
Do you want to bet right now that you couldn't go into your Instagram DMs? I know you could find at least 5 girls. Yeah, and a girl's hitting you up and you're like, hey, do you want to have a hookup? There are girls on this panel that you could fuck tonight with little to no effort and say it's a casual one-time thing.
Destiny,
easy.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's a numbers game. Like
them saying yes is one thing, but them actually showing up, not saying, I don't know how I feel about this. Can we go on a date? Like they're gonna change their mind.
Because it's the guys trying not to fuck it up. Don't do anything creepy. Don't do anything fucking weird.
Bro.
As long as you don't fuck it up, it's usually not that hard to land.
Destiny, I can tell you have no experience with it.
I can hold on.
He does though.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm not fucking, I don't want to make it personal.
Seem like that,
Stop. I don't want to make it personal, but I can tell you 100%. There are like 20 girls right now that I could fly out if I wanted to tonight to fuck and never see them again, and they'd be totally cool with it. But that's because I'm super upfront right at the start. When I talk to people, I'm fucking married. I'm never fucking dating you. But like, we can be friends. I'll hang out. I'll chill. We can do it. And I know there are other guys that are super clouded up on YouTube that can do it as well. But when you guys are playing all these weird fucking games, you're like, oh, like you're trying to like maneuver or do fucking Riz or whatever. Just be upfront. Be honest. Be clear. Don't be creepy.
Destiny. Today she's with you, then she's with me and him. It can vary. We're just saying, okay, a slow night, you're chilling with the boys, she's available. All right, good to go. We're just saying, look, bro.
First, let me take this. Yeah, go. I'm going to be very simple about this. In the 1970s, there was a study done where when women were straight up propositioned for sex, it was a 95% failure. Now, let's go ahead and add status and clout to it, okay? That might lower the chances to maybe a 90 or an 85% based on who the guy is. But you got to understand that there's multiple points of failure when you deal with a woman.
For sure.
Hey, want to fuck? Sure. Next day changes. I don't know how I feel about this. And then she comes over to your place. Do you mind if we go on a date? I don't know. Like girls change their mind based off how they feel. They don't want to feel like whores. So if you say want to fuck, she might say yes up front. Then when it's time to actually do it, she changes her mind, etc. So what I'm saying is that there's multiple points of failure when you deal with a girl. Girls flake a lot. Girls feel this way. They feel that way. A guy hits them up. Boyfriend hits them up. They're on their period. There's so many different variables that could come in and fuck it up for you. Now I get what you're saying. Yo, just proposition them. Be honest with them. That doesn't work for most guys.
Sure. I'll say the last thing I'll say, and then you can do whatever, because I don't want to go back and forth. But I agree with you that women will play games, but more often than not, just from the DMs that I've seen, from the people, women and men that I talk to, it's usually because the guys are playing games too. If you're up front, you might get shut down immediately. But like, if you're up front and she's up front, like, usually things go okay. But if you're playing games, you're sitting there like, good morning, hearts, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to come over tonight? And you're only looking to bust? Of course shit is going to get fucking weird and crazy.
Okay, but you know what? Let's have fun with this. Okay. Why do men play games? Because women start the game.
I think it depends.
Hold on.
I think a lot of people play games for a lot of different reasons.
Let's look at this logically. Men want sex. If I go to a girl and grossly proposition her, let's fuck, and I have a 90% failure rate, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to adapt. Women want to play a game. They want to feel something. Okay, I can't just tell them let's have sex. So now I have to play the game that women want. I have to make them feel special. The reason why men play games is because women start the game first.
It depends on who you say starts the game first, though. If a woman is out looking, she's probably not looking for sex because women can find sex. They don't
Hence
have to
the
go
game
out
begins.
looking, right?
Exactly.
But so does the game start with the woman who is just looking for a relationship, or is it with the guy who's finding women that are looking for relationships, trying to just give them dick?
But Destiny,
Who started the game?
How did he learn the game?
I don't know. What the fuck? It
From
depends.
experience of women playing the game first. That's
I'm just saying, where does
that's
the, I'm
only
just
way
saying that
guys
if
learn the
you're a
game.
guy and you're trying to fuck women that are only looking for
That's
relationships,
right.
who's starting the game there? Like,
I mean, Destiny, you also got to look at human nature. Human beings are creatures of the path of least resistance. If guys can get away with grossly propositioning girls for sex up front, they wouldn't play the game.
I'm
But
not
girls-
saying the normal guy can
but
do that.
girls-
To be clear, to reiterate, we were talking about top 1% high value man because the original claim was that a high value guy will fuck a girl that puts in zero effort. Well, it was that would date a girl initially, then it's not date, fuck, but even for fucking, a busted top 20% girl is not going to go and fuck a whole bunch of high value men. It's just not going to happen because those guys have options, or at least from what I've seen. But I don't know, maybe it's different worlds. I guess
It is different worlds.
It might be different worlds.
I'm just saying, men have to play games because women start the games first. Trust me, human beings are creatures of least resistance. If we could get sex just by saying let's have sex, they would. Now, going back to the higher status thing, yes, it will drop it off. Maybe not a 95% failure rate, maybe a 90% failure rate, maybe even an 80% failure rate if the guy's attracted to that girl and she knows him and watches his content. But regardless, the girl is still going to want something in return. Women rarely exchange sex without some type of compensation, whether it's time, resources, feeling special, and experience, etc.
Okay, so then just a question, yes or no, and I'm done with
and
this.
then she had something, right? You had something?
Sure.
Okay.
So for
Yes,
you
sir.
three, all of you guys think that you could not fuck a girl, no strings attached, be upfront with it, in your DMs right now. You know that you can find one of your DMs to fuck.
That's not how it works for me, no. And not the girls that I really want to fuck, no.
Well, no,
Just-
careful. We just said busted. So this is any girl that's in your DMs. But you, neither.
What's your point about busted?
Well, because he was saying that busted women could fuck top 1% or
Well,
whatever.
you asked me a person, I don't want to fuck those girls.
Okay, but look, so he's doing the thing. He wouldn't just fuck any girl, right? Earlier we said men will take path of least resistance, men will fuck any girl they can fuck, but now he's saying you
I'll
wouldn't.
fuck a girl that is an astrology onion breath girl, she's still hot.
But you
It's
wouldn't
not
fuck a
busted girl.
rando in your DMs?
If she's ugly, no.
Okay, so he wouldn't fuck anything. So he's a way exception.
No,
He's the
I would
emotional
I
man.
would fuck-
He's the emotional man. I like that about you. Okay, you two.
What is
okay?
emotional about
you
that?
two guys? You want romance and love and pets. And
I said I
Netflix.
wanted an attractive
That's
girl.
Cute. I like that. Okay, you two. You guys don't think you could
SJW.
find a girl to fuck, no strings attached to your DMs? If you were to be upfront, like, hey, do you want to like meet tonight? And just like,
The only reason Destiny clowns on Sneeko is because he's literally 10 years older than him. He has 10 years of life experience. Sneeko is going to be way above him when he's Sneeko's age.
the top 1% guys who
No,
fuck
I'm
anything that
saying-
moves.
I'm saying-
Now who's the waffle
No,
fucking house? What the fuck?
I am saying the average guy that's
We're not talking about
successful-
average guys. I asked you two specifically.
Nigga, why you put this on me, man?
No, that's what he
Anyway,
asked.
Asking both of you.
But
personal
I'm
question.
saying
Now you gotta
my
answer.
You put
DMs
the girls on the hotspot all the time. Would you guys
I
fuck
could-
somebody no
I
strings
could
attached?
possibly do that, but why do that?
Because you guys said the
'Cause
guys
I'm-
will fuck
I'm not
anything.
trying to fuck
You
this one
said that
time.
you could.
Yeah, and you said you would. You said guys would fuck anything in front of them.
They
Yeah.
do.
Do you?
A lot of my friends on some level are successful, have money and status. And they
Do
decide, you know
you?
what? Bro, she's here, bro. Fuck it. I'm just go do my shit in the room.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like,
Do you?
Here's how you're messing it up because you're acting like, oh, if you DM and you go seek it out, it's not like you want to put in the effort. Sometimes it's just available and then you do it. Or
Yeah.
like say she's in the kitchen or something and then you decide to whip it. But like the effort or calling her an Uber, some random girl that said let's fuck. There's something unattractive about that. The scenario that you're presenting is just kind of But overall, men still would fuck anything, but it depends on the circumstance.
This is what I joke about on stream, okay? If you want to get black pilled, okay, you watch some YouTube shit and it'll black pill you. If you want to get really black pilled, you talk to attractive women and you see how they live their lives because that will the attention they get, the world they live in can be mind fucking. You're like, you're living a totally different existence.
Yep.
But the ultimate level of black pill, in my opinion, is seeing really attractive men that are in denial about how much they could pull with very little effort. Because all three of you, I know, could slay like fucking crazy with minimal riz between the way you guys look, between the clout you have, between the money
Hey,
you've
yo.
got, the status you've got.
We still have
you
to
guys
put in
are
work,
acting
though,
like
to a degree, Destiny.
not even. You're done putting in the work.
That's not true
If you
at
want to
all.
just fuck, you're done. You put
It
in the
is-
work.
it is
You're
easy.
clouded up. You got money. You got status.
It-
you're in fucking South Beach in
Yeah.
Brickell. Like you put in the work.
It is easier, but yes, I get that part. But
You're
like,
still in
bro,
the game.
you can't just like be okay. You can, that's thing, but like to be honest with you, bro, you're liable for like screenshots being posted everywhere. Oh, look what he's saying to girls, bro.
What? Then you want to fuck?
Yeah,
You think somebody's gonna post a screenshot and say, "Oh, look at this creepy guy. He said he wants to fuck my
Bro, they've
pussy."
been
That's so
canceled for that.
every
That's
single
trashing.
day, someone's being told by the social media world, "Oh, he did this and that. Look at the
Yeah.
screenshot,
Sure.
dude. You can play many different ways." I'm just saying, bro, like to do these things the right way to protect yourself as a man as well. You gotta move a certain way. You can't be doing like risky shit like that all the time. And if you do, someone's gonna say, you know what? I want clout too as well. I'm gonna post that shit.
You
Okay,
had something, right? I want to make sure the girls get their things in. Go ahead.
I mean, we totally veered off this
Fine, go
topic.
ahead. Sorry.
This is going off of like when you guys were saying that women, you know,
The reason why Destin can get so much pussy and stuff from his brand is because he's been on the internet for like years, dude. I think he's been on the internet like at least 8-9 years. And throughout the whole time, he's been notoriously talking about his sex life. He's been notoriously talking about fucking multiple women, and it's part of his brand. Sex is part of his brand, so like of course they're gonna do it. And sex is part of his brand, as like it's just part of what he does, not it's like how sex is part of my brand. It's like what I do and talk about and teach guys how to do. Because when girls find out I'm a fucking influencer and I talk about this shit, they get turned off. They're like, fuck this, I don't want to deal with this guy. This guy's gonna use me as like a case study or some shit. So Destiny's very wrong on that end.
Reality, she can get a date out of him. She can get resources out of him. She can get attention out of him. She could take time up from him. Like, girls rarely treat, like, I look at sex as like a handshake. If we look at it strictly, right? It's just a handshake. But women don't treat it like a handshake. They treat it as a value. That's equal value exchange. Women treat it like a value loaded exchange. I need something in return. I need some attention. I need some time. I need to feel special for her to have sex. So why would a girl go ahead and trade sex for equally when she can actually get way more out of it? And what most girls do is they leverage sex for compliance or time or attention to some degree, is what most women do, aka play the game.
so then we should play the game.
I'm not saying women shouldn't or should not, but what I am saying is that most girls play the game by virtue of this more beneficial to play the game than to be straight up.
Okay.
And men, in return, must play the game, because when a man, and this is statistically, this has been proven, when a man sees an attractive woman, the part of his brain that actually starts to activate is the part of the brain that tries to figure out how to fix things. So he sees a hot girl. Okay, how do I get laid? And he starts going into deductive problem solving. And that's where he's like, okay, let me flex status. Let me flex my teeth, maybe. Let me flex my charm, whatever it may be. Because he knows getting sex out of a girl most of the time is going to require work to some degree. So the girl's job is, oh, you want sex from me? You'll never get this. Turns into fucking Borat. And she's like, I'm going to go ahead and make you work for it to some degree. Now, the more attractive the guy, maybe the less she's going to make him work. But he still has to do something. Very rarely he's going to say, okay, just fuck me. That happens sometimes, but far and few between.
Can I ask a simple question again? I won't go back and forth. So just curious, if men didn't enforce the social consequences of women sleeping around as much, would women play less games? If they weren't worried about being called a slut or a whore for sleeping around a lot, could you be more upfront with women?
They're called the least amount of sluts and whore of all time right now. Being a slut and whore is celebrated, you fucking
California. And again,
join me on Rumble for my thoughts on Destiny after this.
half the women that I ended up hooking up with had no hookups in their profile. And I don't think it was because they're just playing games or whatever, but it's because they don't want to be seen as a slut.
No,
but that enforcement of like who's a slut, and again, I don't want to say where do the games start. Seems like it comes mostly from men.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. That's a good point. It is social, but I would argue. I think women slut shame each other way more than men.
As soon as they get in an argument, the first thing they call each other is a whore, a slut. You have 30 body. Oh yeah, what about that?
Yeah,
dude
but because they know men care about it.
But no, because they know inherently that's what.
No, that's what they shame each other with, not about men.
In this hypothetical world that's never going to exist, this blue pill world where like we don't give a fuck about body count at all. There's no point, because this is biology. Your body count matters if you're a woman. So it's a hypothetical that makes no sense.
Men used to be the predominant contributors to slut shaming women, but I think in today's day and age, you can't get away with it. If you slut shame girls all the time, just a matter of time until you get canceled, fired, or whatever. Like a regular guy can't run around slut shaming girls like 50 years past.
No, but I don't want to use slut shaming because it's a whole thing. But I'm saying men in general will keep body counts in mind. If they didn't care, don't you think women would care less?
Yes,
because there's a lot of women that like you can't be ultra upfront because like the woman wants
Yeah.
to be a little bit of visual because she doesn't want to seem like a
She's gonna seem a
whore,
certain
even if
way.
she just
Yeah.
want to fuck.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
agree.
It's like,
I agree. They're going to play the game to preserve their value to a degree as well. But also, you got to look on the upside for her. She gets way more out of it by playing the game.
Depending.
By not,
I mean, unless she just wants to fuck, but maybe you guys don't believe that's a thing. So.
no, it is. It
Yeah,
definitely.
happens,
But
yeah.
it's
It's much more rare compared to men.
Yeah.
Women want our time. We want sex without any time.
Yeah,
sure.
And even if and think about it, okay, I just want to fuck, but you know what? I can get a dinner date out of this.
Free dinner.
Why not? Why not?
Wait, let's go to Rumble.
Okay.
Yeah, we 2.5 hours still not on Rumble.
Guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yo, kill Twitter and Twitch. Guys, come on over to Rumble right now. And then we're going to turn to the ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, come on over to Rumble. Rumble right now.
We're
Facebook
going.
and Twitter streams are going.
We're going.
Let's get ready to rumble.
It's Rumble time. So we're getting ready to go live on Rumble right now on my channel because they're gonna be giving their unfiltered content on Rumble, and I can't have that on YouTube. Looks like the stream just ended. There's the link right there. Rumble is going to be going down. So YouTube, I'll see you guys later. For you guys watching on YouTube real quick, though, before you go, don't forget, listen to me. The Masculine Empowerment Network is open right now. Go to masculineempowermentnetwork.com. Get the course enrollment sorted out right now. Click here to get enrolled. You're good to go. What do you get? Real quick, you get the Dark Past Harem, my brand new seduction course on how to date multiple women at the same time. 20 webinars with experts in money, muscles, game, and frame. As you can see, the schedule's right here. Going 20 full lessons in these 10 days from January 9th to 10th. You want to max out money, muscles, game, frame, you come down. I'm going to sort you out. Okay. In addition to that, you also get the recordings of all the past webinars done, and these 20 webinars they'll be recorded. If you miss them, no problem. Come on down later. Watch it on your leisure. Secure Telegram chat, and then added this 3 end of the month checkup calls. So end of January, February, March, I'm going to come in there. I'm going to make sure we're working with you. We're going to make sure you're on the right path to get the life that you want. Go right now to masculineempowermentnetwork.com. Scroll down, click here to get enrolled. It's all over the page. You can click here to get enrolled all over here. Click here to get enrolled because you are running out of time. You're running out of time. So get your ass over there right now, and I will see you guys on Rumble. Peace